Welcome back, everybody, to Scales of Fate!
Sorry.
You're good, buddy.
It's been a while.
It's only my future ears. And my ears right now are totally fine. Welcome back, everybody. We've been gone for a little bit due to various different normal winter phenomena.
I broke scales.
You're like, hey guys,
Were we still playing?
You guys are playing D&D? For a list of our sponsors and partners and credits down below in the episode description. We're not going to get into that because we kind of have a little bit of a recap to get into. Just a little bit.
I need a refresher.
Yeah. So, long story short, as short as possible. You guys were trekking all the way out to Shades Valley in order to seek out Wygraf, the patriarch of the family in... Why am I forgetting names now?
Silcrest.
Of the Silcrest family in Drakehaven. Along the way, there was a lot of chaos, a lot of fighting. You guys had met a group of people called the Hexers. Some mercenaries that were hired by the Crinkles.
Which, that's why I'm on this trip. I mean, you guys are searching for this old guy, but, like, I'm on a race.
True.
I have a bet to win.
Maybe one of our members of the Hexers can clarify the race aspect for Roscoe.
He can't. I literally made the race, so I'm the only one who can clarify it.
So probably not. You guys made it to the Shimmering Fang, a deep impact within the northeastern side of the desert, that forming a literally sharp ravine of crystalline-like spikes coming out of the walls and edges. And inside of this seemed to be a ruined city. I think some of you might remember that it used to belong to the Knights of Damascus. Formerly belonged to the Knights of Damascus. They were eventually destroyed and wiped out within that city during the war that had happened between all of the dragons long ago. Making it to the city, a few of you were kidnapped to go. A few of you chased after your kidnapped friends to go. And another few of you willfully elected to go with plans.
Mm-hmm. we make plans.
Yes. Speaking of...
What is that?
You're not going to fit in very well.
Speaking of plans, you guys... Team Kidnapped was Thalner, Leon, and Stack. Leon seemingly to have some sort of control on his behaviors to Limerith, the large adult blue dragon that lives in this area. A couple of dots have been put together by Leon, but unfortunately he is a little bit indisposed. In the prison basement of Limerith's lair, Thalner and Stack met a certain Hexer by the name of Trenton.
That's me?
Yeah. In which he had told you guys that they were infiltrating the lair and basically couldn't find their way out. Meanwhile, the Hexers were trying to perform some sort of distraction outside of the lair, resulting in the leader of the Hexers being decapitated by none other than our boy Leon here.
That's what you get for plans.
This side of the table has become very tense.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it.
After which, Limerith had wanted to go and hunt after those who had transgressed into her lair. Leon, who had spotted our group of Team Rescue entering the Shimmering Fang, JJ, Roscoe, Salvo, and Thea, more or less made eye contact with JJ and pointed Limerith in the other direction, flying off into the sky. Which is strange because it is now nighttime here. The suns have set over the ravine and you guys had heard the deep bellowing roar of the longest night.
Don't like that.
Where you guys are at now, Thalner, Trenton, Roscoe, Salvo, Stack, and JJ are all conversing mildly outside of the main layer, or main building of Limerith's lair, trying to decide what to do next. Leon, nowhere to be seen at the moment. And that is where we will begin our session.
I think you're missing something.
What am I missing? Oh, yes. Final caveat. The cliffhanger. How could I forget?
Oh, yeah.
As you guys were conversing, one thing that you had taken note of. Part of Thalner's tail, which is normally red, is starting to turn a shade of green. Spooky. Mm-hmm. Particularly the tail that was hiding the orb from Limerith.
I still have it, right?
I think we put it back in this stack.
I believe you guys did, and if I'm wrong, we'll say that you did.
No, they were trying to hide it from me, so...
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, that's right.
Shoved it into stack.
That's right. Yeah, you were just like,
The drugs.
Right.
They are not drugs.
Not drugs. Good job, Stack.
Opens up really pretty much anything else.
As you guys are conversing with each other, and I get a little bit of a mood change in the music, everybody give me a perception check.
I would like to remind that my pass without trace is still active.
Okay.
I'm going to roll just for the spirit.
There's probably about 30 minutes left on it. It's an hour-long spell, correct?
Yes,
Got
and
it.
I can cast it at will, so if I wanted to, I could just do it again.
Jeeb.
Try a different one. Obviously, that one didn't want to work with
Can
me.
I
the
try a
dead
different
center of the table.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not
Founder?
very perceptive.
That one.
Nat 1.
For a 5.
You're... Right now, Thalner, you are mildly in shock
I'm
and panic.
distracted.
Because you know that your tail color is actually not even real.
Which, do I feel anything?
Not currently.
Not currently. Love that.
11.
11 for Roscoe? Okay.
17.
17. 16, 17. So we're going to go with an 11. Roscoe, out the corner of your eye, you see something moving between the rubble and the ruin. But it kind of ducks out of sight before you get a good look at it. Salvo and JJ, you guys see what appears to be a hooded cloaked figure with a very dirty, dusty brown hue to it, mildly skulking through the ruins, heading in the direction of Limerith's main lair, but they are currently now out of sight again.
Oh shit, did you guys see that?
Yeah, I kind of like crouch down and sneak my way over there.
Okay.
Do we all notice the tail thing? Or is that part of our perception?
I'd say passive perception and Thalner being kind of aghast to it. Yes, you guys see it.
All right, so
You're
I see
looking
the
very
skulking
festive.
thing, and I actually go over to that. Yo, your tail's like turning green.
And he's literally like holding it like, I know!
Is this part
Does
of
your
your...
tail grow back like lizards?
No.
Have you tried?
I liked where you were going with that.
I don't know
Do you
about
know?
that, but...
Because we gotta
No.
chop that off before it keeps climbing up.
What it
No.
spreads. Is it like a poison?
JJ...
Suck it out.
I'm not
We tried
technically
the
not
cutting
here.
first.
What if I punched it?
Oh, you're not?
I'm technically
Punching,
going to go check out
As
what...
long as you can punch it off.
You've got Dr.
Yeah.
Roscoe.
You call out for JJ and you briefly kind of see him skulking off and to the shadows with the passive out trees.
Do I know if Cure Wounds grows back cut off bits?
You would know that it does not.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I'm not doing that.
You make a prosthetic.
Does Thalner know if his tail grows back?
Thalner knows that his tail does not grow back like a lizard.
Do I know?
Roscoe has no idea.
Okay, so I still say we cut it off. It'll grow back.
I don't even know what...
I could fashion you a lovely prosthetic.
That could be cool.
And it's just green.
It is a pale forest green, not dissimilar to the same shade of scale that Ixcar was.
I mean, it looks kind of cool. Like,
It's very festive.
yeah,
With the red and the green.
we can paint it.
I don't even know what to do about this.
Do you feel anything different?
No.
Is this like a puberty thing? When you hit a certain age, you change colors.
I don't think so. I feel like my dad would have told me.
It's worth a shot.
JJ, while they're talking about this, go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Plus 10.
Ooh, stealthy boy.
After this stealth check, you will leave the radius of Trenton's Pass Without a Trace.
This is 25.
Just 25, but...
It's also plus 10 for Pass Without Trace, so I don't know if you get plus 20 or not.
No, that was it.
No,
That-
that,
that was
yeah,
what you
it was. I
rounded.
rolled a 15.
Okay,
so
okay.
it was-
Okay. You kind of moving with the flow of the trampled footpaths that the gem stalkers have made throughout this area. Following the ridgeline of crumbling, broken walls, you kind of peek your head over from under cover, and you see what appears to be a humanoid in shape figure, mildly tall, maybe a little over 6 foot, kind of half crouching as he slips in between all of the different rubble.
You hear that?
No, he or she. You can tell by his gait he might be male. How about that?
Let's say that narrows it down. Not really.
But how, like, very trying to be very inconspicuous as he approaches Limerith's lair. At least you know that to be since Fauner and Trenton have told you.
Do I still see them?
Yep. They dip in and out of sight every once in a while, but they're making ground towards this ruin.
Psst. Hey!
What?
No, not you.
You see the cloaked figure stops, hides, kind of peeks out. Hard to tell. Face kind of mask and shadow, like hides again.
I could tell by the way this thing was moving, this person is not supposed to be here. I would assume.
You would infer.
Yeah. I'm just thinking that it's doing something dumb, like, what the hell are you doing? I can see you. I saw you.
Mind your business.
Oh, it's a little late for that now.
All right, well, you better shove off then.
Where are you going?
Going to get some treasure.
From the Blue Dragon.
You don't hear an answer.
You think now's a good time to do that? Okay.
I mean, we were. So.
It's a great time. I try and get closer.
Try to get closer?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing it stealthily, quickly? How you doing it?
It knows my existence. I'm not doing it super stealthy, but I'm not.
Chomp, chomp, chomp,
Yeah,
chomp.
I'm not trotting on in there. Just kind of making my way slowly.
Okay.
More or less. Personally, I'm trying to get a better visual on the person, and then, but also just kind of like, I don't mean any harm to this person either.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So, as you're moving forward into that direction, you notice that within the part of the rubble that they were then hiding from you from, there isn't really a stopgap visual between that person and this layer. And you keep moving closer and closer and closer, expecting him to get up and move or come out from hiding. But you get so close to a point where you look over this pile of rubble, and you definitely can see like footprints where things were, but they just kind of stop where he was hiding. And you don't see a person there.
Poke at it with the butt of my gun.
You poke at the air.
Yeah, where the footprints were stopped.
Okay, yeah, you poke at the air where the footprints are stopped.
Nothing.
Nothing. You kind of move your gun around a little bit. Nothing.
Yeah, okay.
What's your passive perception?
17.
as you're kind of trying to differentiate, like, is this an invisible person or something? You see what appears to be like a hybrid of like a mouse or a rodent of a kind with long, like bowed kangaroo-like legs, hopping in and out between sand dunes and making its way into the lair now.
Interesting.
You guys have all, at this point, recognized that JJ is like talking to and possibly following someone or something.
Your friend, he dashed off again.
Was it like towards or away from the treasure?
It was toward the treasure.
Oh, okay.
I think he's just ahead of us.
And I put my knife away and drop the tail, and I go.
Drop the tail.
Drop Thalnor's tail.
Huh? Treasure?
Still attached.
Okay. So you're heading off towards that layer?
Treasure, yeah.
Treasure?
I'm going to try and stick close so that Pass Without Trace stays kind of in a bubble
Oh, nice.
around him.
Okay.
Are you guys... It doesn't...
Yep,
Still
no,
going
we're-
to stay...
yep.
All right.
You're all following?
Yep.
Okay. Are you doing so stealthily?
Yeah, I mean, if we're in
that the intent?
pass without a trace, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me all stealth checks.
It's not a disadvantage. Plus 10, you say?
23.
15.
25. Oof, 25.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we roll for Thalner? Is it uncouth to roll for?
We'll postpone it.
Okay.
Just kind of retcon it. Okay, so as you guys are kind of heading up towards the front of the lair, like JJ, you're out of this pass without a trace, and for a second you like recognize like this weird like kind of wave of blackened smoke is like moving in your direction. You're like, oh, let's pass without a trace, and then you see Salvo kind of like fall behind, like her boot had gotten in some sand, stuck in some sand, and then like moves back into this shadowy thing. But they catch up with you, and you're now back within that pass without a trace, and you guys make it to the front of this large domed building, and I had previously described it like imagine almost like the Sistine Chapel, just this massive domed building with a huge blasted like chunk taken out of the side of it. The front door itself, though it has no door, hinges long blasted away through sand and what appeared to have been ancient combat. Just spilling out from it is coins and gems, with various different wings of hall-like building structures arcing or pulling away from it. As you guys enter, it is very dark. Those of you with dark vision, it is still pretty damn dark in here.
Okay.
And those without dark vision, you can barely see in front of you. Additionally, as you guys enter, you guys see that basically having reconnected with JJ and him telling you what he saw, you guys then easily clock this strange like hopping mouse like moving in and around the layer, like diving into like some piles and then pulling itself out and then going and check other piles of things. But we're going to pause right there as we move over to our friend Leon.
Good. I want to know what the fuck is going on.
Leon, you have been flying astride the back of Limerith. She herself has been the same kind of couth and not even like even smart alecky in tone. Just you can tell that like anytime she speaks to you or asks a question or makes an assertion, like she seems very highly thought of herself. And right now, you guys have flown several miles to the south. You see off in the distance to the north, very, very far off in the distance, a large serpentine flying shadow with small specks and flakes detaching from it, descending into the sand and then coming back up. At this time, Limerith says, "Oh, don't you worry about that old bastard. He he'll leave us alone for the most part. So where did you say that you saw some more of those hexers run off to? I'd love to get my claws in them.
It was, my memory's hazy, but I think it was that way, and I just kind of point kind of in the opposite direction a little bit.
Eventually, as she just can, most of the time when she gets an answer from you, you get nothing but silence for a while. And she's flying through the air, making undulating curves with her wingless body, and eventually gets towards the edge of the forest knell. She makes a few passes, makes a few more passes. And for now, what she tells you is, just some weird and wild folks setting up some form of militia at the edge of the forest. Interesting. Well, I suppose we should... And there's like this sharp crackling sound of electricity that as waves of current just arcs over her back, and she just twists up and hisses, facing back in the direction of her lair, and immediately begins flying back.
Am I with her?
You're still with her.
Oh, okay.
You're still with her.
Oopsie-doos.
I telepathically say to her, "What's happening?"
I've got more rats in my lair than I would like.
There is one in there at least.
I stay silent and just...
For the majority of the ride back, she's silent too, though you can tell like through how her scales rattle against each other and arcing electricity continues to pass down her spine.
Actually, at this moment, I would like to... I don't know what the role would be, but I would want to... And I guess it might be investigate, but analyze her body to see if there's any sort of weak points or anything. Just kind of take in information.
I'll say this. You've killed a few dragons. You've got the influence of a much older ancient dragon, and you've been flying around with her for a while now. Give me either an investigation or a nature check with advantage.
It's definitely going to be nature.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's for sure. Okay.
Missing scale.
A 12.
With a 12.
Is that advantage? Or you rolled?
Oh, it was at advantage?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. It's going to be a 12.
With a 12, so for the most part here, like you've been partially confined to one section of her back, as there has been horns and spikes that are easier for you to hold on to. Excuse me. And you don't necessarily find anything that indicates like grand weakness, but what you do notice is that her underbelly scales connecting through the bottom of her body, like almost like a snake, is a lighter shade of blue than the ones on top. Whether or not that indicates weakness, you're uncertain.
All right.
Okay. As you begin to fly back, by the time you come back, the lapse of time between you pointing Limerith away from your group and returning is roughly an hour, a little bit less. You guys, during this time, have passed about 10, 15 minutes as you are now standing inside of the grand horde of Limeriths. And as to describe to you as before, the small hopping rodent-like creature is now being seen like kind of diving in through all of this treasure. But it is very, very dark in here.
Are there any other?
I see so much treasure.
So much. You can't. You could.
Into that.
You could have a whole horde of a pirate crew come and loot this place, and you still would have to make multiple passes.
I got a bag of holding.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna go out of my way, but as I'm walking, I'm just kind of like,
Just yoinking things at random.
Shiny.
I mean, I'm going for like the coolest looking stuff.
All right.
I got a pirate's eye.
I don't know if this is investigation because you said you're arbitrarily looking for it.
No, I said I'm not going out of my way.
Okay,
So I can't
okay.
see very
Anything
well.
he passes by.
Yeah, I'm
it's
just like,
oh,
I'm not like
this-
running off by myself
It's more like a
in the
perception
darkness.
thing.
Yeah.
charisma,
Maybe
when
perception
you like-
advantage, as you do have a pirate's,
Intuition.
intuition.
Grocery
for what
shopping
is-
when you're hungry.
I allow this.
Yeah.
Perception with advantage.
Like, I'll eat that, and I'll eat that.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah,
I'll eat
that
some of
looks
that.
good.
There's some good teamwork.
Are there any other shapeshifting
23.
friends?
23. So first of all, you see a lot of really cool, interesting stuff. You see a large skull, hollowed out, long dead skull of some strange creature that looked like its jaw like collapsed on the bottom, with long fangs out the top, and it has a set of 3 eyes on each side, sockets that is. That one's kind of like resting towards the back of this layer, like almost where you would imagine that a dragon would set up like their roost and stuff. You do notice with your pirate's eye getting a 23 that there are a lot of fake coins in here, but in comparison to the real ones, like it got mixed in with them somehow. Not only that, but you also see kind of this bookcase that has a very haphazard and poorly organized like rack system with multiple filers and filters of liquids. And
You love me some liquid.
sticking out of the pile is a pretty ornate looking belt buckle that appears to have some flames on the side of it. And then one of the last things that you get, like not doing like a full sweep, you see like a ring box, like the size of a ring box, kind of buried in a pile of gems, and on the top of the ring box, it appears to have 2 wings on the side of it.
Yeah, I want those things.
What things are you? What are you grabbing?
How many can I pick?
You tell me. It's all based on how much time you got.
We're gonna go for ring box
Okay.
first, followed by belt buckle,
Obviously,
followed
yeah.
by vials, followed by skull.
Okay. So just so you know,
Order.
this skull, like from bottom of the jaw to the top, is probably about 12 foot tall.
Oh,
Massive.
That's cool.
No, man.
Sorry, I didn't explain that accurately.
It's like put in the bag.
Yeah, it's kind of like the dragon skull in Game of Thrones that's just resting down
Maybe
there.
I'll just carve my name in it.
Is it very bright?
The skull, the bone itself looks very old and kind of darkish gray.
So not terribly shimmery,
No,
but it's fangs.
yes,
Gotcha.
All right, so yeah, ring box, belt buckle. Then I'll try vials of liquid. If I get to the skull, maybe like steal a fang and like carve Roscoe in the side.
How about
Fang's gonna be like
roll
several
a
feet
d6
tall.
or something and then see.
we'll do this.
Yeah.
We'll do this. You go to scoop up that ring box, and as you do that, like that kangaroo like rodent like hops up on top of the box and like kind of jumps on top of it a little bit, like looking at you and squeaking all like, and then like hops off of it and keeps moving around in the treasure.
You're right, man. This is a sweet ring box. Thanks for pointing it out.
So
Squeaker, squeak, squeak.
so add that to your inventory. You move over to the belt buckle. And it takes quite a bit of pulling because it is deeply buried in some golden gems and stuff. Oh
no.
So
I mean, the golden gems come with it. That's fine.
give me an athletics check.
Pulling up a turnip.
What are the rest of you guys doing during this time?
I'm taking the hint, and I'm gonna. I don't want anything crazy. I just need proof that there is gold here to take back to the hexer. So I'm just gonna scoop up a handful and put it in my
Okay.
pocket.
Mark down
Fake or not? I don't know the difference.
certainly.
It's just shiny.
You get 56 platinum pieces, 12 gold pieces.
Platinum?
Yep, platinum pieces. Your character would know what platinum is, but
Yeah.
1 platinum is worth 10 gold.
Mm-hmm. I know, that's what. I'm sorry, 56 platinum.
Yep,
You said. Okay.
12 gold, and about 79 silver pieces. You can tell there's not like a whole lot of copper. You probably grabbed about 2 of those.
Okay.
And then threw them away.
Right.
What about 3 copper pieces?
You never know when a copper piece will come in handy.
What'd you get on your athletics check?
7.
7. You go to pull this belt out of this like folding mound, and as you do, like more begins to spill on top of it, kind of bearing you up to your elbows. And you go to pull some more, and it feels stuck. That or it's very heavy.
I don't give up.
Okay, you can roll athletics again, but the DC will be higher.
Can I help?
Can I use my staff as like leverage?
Yes, and no, because it's now like your hands are basically the only thing that is keeping you within line of sight of this
I
now.
will accept help.
Thalner's gonna be passing by and just like shrug his shoulders and
I'm like Winnie the Pooh stuck in this goal. I'm like, help!
lean in to help. Because like at this point, the audacity of how much treasure and gold is in this room, like almost in a dreamlike state of like, what's it gonna hurt? Why not?
Is Thalner's tail still...
It's not like
Continuing, or is it just-
increasingly getting green.
She's just got
It had gotten a little bit of a point.
big-
And I'd imagine if you spent enough time to watch it, you might get an answer between them. And
It's like watching paint dry.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Conceptually, yes.
In Thalner's eyes, it has slowed and or stopped, and it has now taken a lesser priority to what is actually happening in this room and what we're witnessing.
All right, well, I'll pick up on that vibe and just leave it alone.
Yeah, like
Cobalt soul slowly being
was
consumed.
holding his tail like, oh no, and then was watching it slowly like settle in and being like, you know what, I'm not in pain, I'll deal with that later, and moved on.
That's a problem for
to
future
shiny.
me.
Yeah, you know what?
Well, if this big guy's close enough to see the tail, is he close enough to see me struggling?
Yeah.
Oi,
Yes.
I need help. Can you pull me out of here?
All right, I could give it a shot.
No offense, Downer. This dude's huge.
I grab both of them by the scruff and just try and yank them out as well.
Okay.
Just give them some assistance.
Okay, so you may have this athletics check at advantage.
It's a nat 20 plus 3.
Okay, you get inspiration if you don't have it already. And not dissimilar to the Winnie the Pooh metaphor. You're pulling, you're trying to heave it out, and it's just it's so stuck in there. And then Thalner begins like trying to help pull you, and it doesn't seem too crazy different. But then Trenton comes up and kind of like grabs you both and like begins to pull. And the three of you, for a moment, like you feel a slight nudge, and then a whoop, and the three of you all fall back. The belt kind of sails through the air and lands on the ground right next to you, Roscoe. You're looking at it, and it appears to just have like a depiction of a bearded man on the buckle with flames coming off the side, the like engraved like flames into the leather like coming off to the side of it.
That is awesome. And I grab it.
And you have a cool looking belt.
Nice.
I'm dusting myself off.
Nature boy man thing. You.
That
T.
would be me.
Yeah. Are there any other shape-shifting friends in your troop?
No, that was my specialty.
Right. So this little fellow rascal.
Don't recognize the mouse guy.
What do we do about it?
I don't. Ask him some questions. I could speak to him.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah,
could
I'm gonna
Squeak. to him?
speak. I'm gonna speak to animals and attempt to try and speak with Mr. Mouse Guy.
Okay. You. Let's see. Go ahead and give me just. I guess. What are you saying to him in your mouse speak?
And then Roscoe, catch him.
Who are you with, and why are you here? So, squeak squeakin', squeak squeaker. to roll off of his Joker.
At this point, you could tell that the trajectory. First of all, let me ask you this: do you have dark vision? Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
I'm like this close to him.
You can. Well, let me say this: he's been kind of like hopping all around this area. You can kind of get a sense of where he is just because you've heard how the clanging and how his hops has affected the area, and you know that he's still kind of up here. But you also get the sense, like, you guys had just come up from like that downward stairwell. You get the sense that he's kind of hopping closer towards that area. And you squeak a bunch and ask him, like, who are you? Who are you with? It's silent for a moment, like no more hopping. And you hear like a quick 3 squeak return. And basically the return was, it's just me.
He's here by himself. Being such a little creature, I find that kind of ballsy.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's the same guy I saw sneaking away in here. But
Alright, well, maybe we follow him. He's heading down that staircase from what I can tell.
Do I see the Furbolg struggling to see?
Yes.
Because I have goggles of night on.
Yes.
I toss you a little light up rock. It's very obvious.
can't
It's glowing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
It's a light rock. It's flying at you. It gives you 5 foot of bright and another 5 feet of dim, so you have a 20-foot circle basically.
Nice. I was on my...
Oh, it's just a rock.
He's got the
oh,
goggles.
he's got the
Yeah.
Like a candle.
But we all have this little glow rock.
Everyone who doesn't have
Blue
night
glow
vision.
stick.
It creates a little bit of light.
It's a glow rock stick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Alright.
crack.
Yeah.
He's headed toward that stairwell. That's where we came from.
Yep.
That's where we were inside of bar places.
There was a prison downstairs.
Yeah, I don't know
It's,
if we really need to go
I didn't
there.
see any
Well, did
other
we
mouse
come in
people.
here to find a lair or to steal treasure? Because I don't think, if it's all the same to y'all, I don't think we should stay here much.
Right, we
Yeah.
fill our
I'd like to
pockets
try to
and
find
go.
something.
But I think going to the surface is also probably a bad
on the
idea.
way out.
There was a mention of checking some sort of giant door or vault thing.
That's
Oh man, you say vault?
I
Well-
remember the vault being mentioned a number of times.
Both like the one we've encountered before.
Yeah, it wasn't a good time.
Right, so we wanted to recon, find out
Well,
where it
that's
is,
why we got
then
the mouse
grab
guy
some
over
gold
there.
and head out.
Brah.
But, yeah.
Should I
well,
have not mentioned the vault again?
Say it
help
louder
him.
but squeaking. No, say that but louder.
To the...
But squeaking. Say, wasn't there a vault we were supposed to?
Okay, so I relay in Squeakerton that we're looking for a vault. And now that I can kind of see, I'm trying to direct it towards where Mr. Mouse went.
Okay, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 14.
14. You are having a hard time seeing where that creature may or may not be, and also you don't hear a response to your squeaking.
I
it wasn't
think
supposed
we
to be
might
4 of
have
them.
missed him.
That's fine. That's fine. That was really more of a trap. Don't open that vault.
I didn't get that.
We're not going to open that vault. It's not to be opened. It'd be nice to know if it was here.
Right, that was all I was going for. Making sure that it was downstairs or wherever.
I'm ignoring all them and going for vials.
While we're in here in this room, I would also like to look for some things in particular.
Okay, anything in particular?
A sweet shield, if there is one in here.
Okay.
Greed. Down.
Roscoe, what are you doing at the vial thing while I'm the vial rack while I'm rolling something over here?
If
Specifically.
it's a rack of vials, they have like a sweet
Don't.
vial case that holds vials.
There is one what appears to be a case that can hold vials. Yes.
I fill it with. Are these vials labeled?
You go and open it up and it's already full. It's got like this strange mercurial silverish liquid in 12 separate vials inside of it.
Oh yeah, I take that,
Okay.
and then I just grab some other random ones.
Okay. Roll a d6 for me. Salvo, give me an investigation check.
3.
3. Mark down that you have 3 random vials. And because it's hard for you to see in here, you're not really sure what's in there.
Probably wouldn't know if I did. And
Likely.
in one case of 12 other stuff.
Uh-huh.
19.
Okay. You, with a 19, kind of leaning on one of the sides of that massive skull is what appears to be a tower shield. Almost the height of a full-grown man, about 5 foot tall, squarish in nature. It's got spikes on the outside of it, but it looks and then feels cold to the touch.
Interesting. I pick it up.
It's very, very heavy.
Very heavy?
Yes.
Unbelievably heavy?
It's about 50 pounds.
Ooh, that's a heavy shield. Does it look or feel atypical beyond being a heavy, cold shield?
You've got a pretty keen knack for the arcane. Seems magical. The fact that it is nearly like billowing cold waves from it and feels extremely cold to the touch, like you're getting a sense that it might have a little bit of arcane imbuement to it.
I would like to cast Identify on it.
Okay. Does identify tell you? Can you read Identify for me
Absolutely.
real quick? It's going to change the...
If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued item, you learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how to use, how many charges it has, if any, whether any spells are affecting it, and what they are. If it was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it.
All the stuff.
Okay.
You know what it is.
Wow,
So,
you know.
this is a +1 tower shield of frost resistance. Basically, using this shield, you gain resistance to ice, frost, cold damage. Additionally, you can not that like you get an exact pinpoint, but you can tell that this was forged for its purpose, maybe over 1,000 years ago.
Whew. Nice.
How many times can you do that
vintage.
identify thing?
Infinity if I have 10 minutes. I just didn't want to waste 10 minutes. But 4 otherwise.
What else we got going on here, guys? You're beginning to hear what sounds like the crackling of thunder very far off in the distance.
Yep.
Or the crinkling.
Oh, I think there's going to be rain.
In the meantime, after helping Roscoe try and pry out what he did, I think I would have been looking for, like, something written and recent. A recent addition to whatever is here, but not, something shiny. Like a scroll or a book or journal or something in the mix of things here.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Investigation?
Investigation.
I'm rolling a different die than that nat one.
But statistically.
Counts as better. That's 14.
14, you're not getting a lot of sense of written or paper-like materials, but you do see what seems to be like a long scroll tube, probably about 3 foot long, sealed with a strap that's kind of attached to it as if it would be meant to be carried.
Neat. I want it.
Okay.
I take it.
Write it down.
Okay.
Okay.
Tube of scroll.
Long tube with strap.
Man, you said you heard rainstorm?
It sounded like rain, or at least I heard the thunder.
That's,
Oh,
Like
shit.
a lightning, kind of. I'm really in tune with nature. I can hear this stuff.
I believe you, but
It's
that's
really natural, man.
yeah, we need to get the fuck
In the
out of
desert,
here.
it's a little weird.
Yeah, it's almost like, fucking lightning dragon.
Are we dealing with one of those?
Oh, you didn't know.
The blue dragon is a lightning dragon. Not very familiar with
You're about to
elemental
be.
aspects.
Are you
Well,
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
this is her lair,
Oh,
right?
Oh yeah.
So, let's
Yeah,
skedaddle.
Oh yeah.
So, isn't there
Okay, I don't
another much more dangerous dragon?
I don't think
that
we should
way?
go out because we're just gonna meet her at the front door.
Right, well, I was kind of holding this to my chest because I wasn't sure how well I could trust you, but other than being goofballs, they seem like a nice enough lot. I actually know another way out of here. Yeah, it's the way I came in, actually.
Oh, that's great. Is it?
Yes, the sewer system is actually connected to a siphon-type estuary just outside this lair. It might be a sneaky way to get out.
We've gone down some pretty nasty water tunnels.
So you're familiar. You can hold your breath.
Yeah.
We dropped down a
I
toilet.
turned into a turtle, so I was worried about your guys'
I
capability.
can hold my breath.
We broke a toilet apart and jumped down it.
It's essentially... That's disgusting. It's essentially a toilet.
As I'm like, I'm talking as I'm finishing up carving Roscoe on the side of this skull.
It's downstairs where the mouse went. Are we going swimming?
I think I'd rather go down than out.
Yeah.
Because it is nighttime.
Yeah.
Even if we get out of the Shimmering Fang, we're not in a better situation.
The crackling sound has become near deafening.
Okay,
let's
where
go.
does
And
the
you
where
hear
does
a
the
screech.
estuary? Is the estuary outside of the Shimmering Fang?
It
out
leads
of-
about 2 miles to the north of it.
Okay, so it is outside of this
Yeah.
crater thing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, it leads right out of the crater. You guys took the long way and
Let's
difficult
go.
way.
What are we waiting for? Let's
So
get out of here.
I am going to start
Now.
wild shaping into a turtle,
Okay.
so that I can do this whole
And
swimming thing.
someone's gonna
Should
carry.
you go down the stairs?
6 foot turtle. I can. Not a bad idea.
Just
I'm gonna go down the
anamorphing
stairs
this-
first, and I'm gonna turn into a turtle.
As Trenton is going down the stairs, like slowly morphing into a turtle, you hear
I think the
one
animals.
final screech, and like the clattering and spillage of raining coins falling all into the horde, and you guys turn, and all you see is a large crackling web of blue light with 2 bright blue eyes right next to it, and standing slightly adjacent to it in the air, more lightning crackling Alphaville long weapon.
I throw my blue rock as a distraction.
That's
Everybody roll initiative.
definitely not a distraction.
Maybe it's like a cat, and it'll just
Not my
follow
best
it.
roll. Not my best
Can I use
roll.
this?
Yeah,
I keep
you-
losing mine off the.
Don't next time.
So you think it's your dice? Is that box?
I just used the bugs. What? Yeah, I know. No, I'm not very fast. I literally have a 2
You are a
initiative.
turtle.
Yeah, I am a turtle. I'll just say that.
Leon, what'd you get?
8.
Leon with an 8. Okay, so 20 to 25, anybody?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
And that's the high.
15 to 20.
16.
16.
Ouch.
10 to 15.
14.
14.
No.
5 to 10.
No.
Yeah. I'm halfway through becoming a turtle. Okay.
That's granted, yes. Okay, so what did you guys get?
4.
Ooh!
Man, if you... Maybe I could flip you upside down and like surf on you down the stairs.
If like a
Legolas
major
surf
stress
on the
event
turtle.
happens mid-transfer, you get stuck in the
Oh
state.
god, this
You're, like,
horrible
useless in
amalgamation of Firebolt or Firebolt and turtle.
Just a furry turtle. Just-
A fertile.
I'm a
Oh no. I hate it.
New kink unlocked.
oh, God.
Strike that from the record. Okay. So, for now, this is a theater of the mind situation. First up in initiative is JJ.
It's kind of a lot.
You can tell that she's about 60 foot away.
Cast your favorite spell.
Bang!
Gun.
I cast Kerplow!
Okay. And I'm also running away very, very fast.
Do the fast running.
Okay. That is a 21 to hit.
21. Hits.
Okay, cool. You told me this. I'm like, yeah, well, I'm just dashing. The rest of my turns. Would you say they tried to attack me last round?
Not quite.
Oh, darn. Okay. And then, oh wait.
Dang. Oh.
Okay, I accidentally rolled to hit twice, but the second one is a 27 to hit.
Okay. Yeah, 27 definitely hits. So 21 and 27 hit.
Yep. So I got for a total of 18 damage.
Okay, 18 points of piercing damage, but this is still magical because of salvo, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just to verify again, 18 points?
Yes, 9 plus 9.
Word. Okay, so there's your attack action, firing 2 bullets, just kind of pale magical energy from Salvo's tinkering, sailing in tiny dots faster than the eye can see completely. Sails into like dead shots, like right on the face of this large dragon. And she kind of rear backs a little bit, but is still like clambering forward with her claws.
Okay, yeah. So like running towards the place we designated, I like kind of slip and slide on the gold along the way and like turn around and let loose the 2 shots. And then I'm gonna use the rest of my movement speed to run the other way.
Okay.
And then bonus action, ready my aim for my next shot.
Okay. So noting for everyone, this is difficult terrain.
Okay.
So your movement speed will be halved. I would say that you basically get you get to like the top of this stair set if that was like you were intending where to go. Where were you intending to go?
Where are we going?
That's where,
that's
we were
where
headed downstairs.
Okay. So yeah, you get to the top of that as you slide, fire off a couple shots, turn around, and steady your aim, waiting for the next one. It is Limmerith's turn.
Oh, none of us are Limmerith.
No. I need everyone except for Leon and Trenton to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Thank goodness, because I'm a turtle.
Stack fails badly.
But he's stoned. It's 19.
Okay.
19 meets it, beats it.
Okay, I failed.
Pizza.
Now,
That is a high save.
that is a 17.
17 fails. Do you have Flash of Genius yet?
I don't.
Spoilers.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
10.
19's a hard one to even
10
use an
fails.
inspiration
No.
on, because I'll probably just fail again.
You.
Wait, no, not really. I'm gonna use inspiration.
No. There's so many dice
You
in
already
this thing.
pressed it. No going back.
And it works. Cool.
I still have 7, 10
Do you guys
hit
rule
points.
that
I
you
don't know
take
if
the
that's-
higher, or do you have to take
You guys all should
probably
still
should.
have your
You
10
take
hit
the higher.
points.
Yeah, if you have them.
Wow, that's a flat number. That's interesting. For those of you who have failed, 60 points of lightning damage.
Well, I'm glad I tried.
For those of you who passed, 30 points of lightning damage.
So glad I'm drunk right now.
I reaction absorb elements
Ooh,
to have resistance to lightning damage.
friggin' sweet. So you take 30 points of lightning damage.
I'm down.
So
Founder's
here you
down.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Who? So this concurrent arc of electricity, almost bouncing off all of the metals on the ground, spider webbing out, and more or less like in your nervous system, you feel like your body is being pulled into this pile of coin. Who is still up? Who's down?
I'm up.
Roscoe's up.
I'm up.
JJ's up. Salvo?
I'm up.
Salvo's up.
So Downer's down.
Downer's down.
Downer's down.
Okay. From here,
Only because of that spell.
Clutch.
you're now. No, you can only do. skill check.
Your deck's high.
Okay. It has to choose one of the two of those during its turn. Okay, that's interesting to know.
Charisma. You're a bard.
It's going to use a legendary action to make a perception check.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
She knows that Thalner's unconscious. And as she kind of pulls up and rears her head into the air, she roars out loud. You were foolish to come here and to try to steal from my well-earned and hard-fought hoard. I will make every single one of you regret this decision.
Already do.
Can we respond now, or do you have to wait for our turn?
I didn't take anything.
It is Roscoe's turn.
Okay.
We're just the cleaning crew. We were just polishing it up and like organizing. You haven't cataloged any of this, so I was making a list of all the stuff you had because it's just you can't find anything.
Okay.
Just got zapped.
Oh, God.
You look gorgeous, by the way.
You do something with your scales.
Can
it's
you
electric.
please give me a deception check? At disadvantage, buddy.
What?
You're holding.
I speak Draconic.
You're
that-
holding her loot.
It's in a bag.
You've been scooping it up.
And she probably knows that she's not hired a cleaning crew.
Who's gonna organize my coins, man?
It was a
There's not many.
gift from one of your loyal subjects.
Does a 7 pass?
Cleaning crew is an apt name for what you'll be after I'm done with you.
You should
What do you-
write these down ahead of time.
What are you doing with
Doesn't
your
look
actual
good.
turn?
How close I am to the stairs, and how close I am to Downer.
You're the farthest away from the stairs, having been looting as much as you were,
But I was also carving my name into the skull, which you said was towards the back.
which is even farther from the stairs.
Well, forget I said that.
This is a joke. It's a prank.
It's prank. It's prank, bro.
How far am I away from Limrith?
From her, I'd say about 50 feet or so. From the stairs, 20.
What kind of action is drinking a potion? Is that a bonus or something?
Bonus action.
Okay, so first thing I was going to drink a potion of healing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll forward.
2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Foo. Double boo.
So 4.
Minion.
Downer, you're up next.
That's
Am I?
That's not going to help.
Does that
Okay.
mean I'm up next?
How
That'd be
far
great.
can I throw a
Make
bead
a
of
saving
force?
throw.
DM said it.
Got a sling?
60 an average, 120 at disadvantage.
Is
Okay,
there
well,
a
I'm within
limit on the
60.
size of the...
You're within 60.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my attack to throw one of my attacks to throw a bead of force.
Okay, and that's the last beat of force for the party, correct?
It's the last
Possibly.
one for me.
Could be. 1, 2.
Pretty positive.
That sounds about right. Maybe one more somewhere? Not mine.
Downer had used one to bust open the prison cell wall.
Right. That's it. Yep, we're out.
Okay, so what's the DC? Well, actually, let's see if you hit first. Yeah, go ahead and roll as if you were throwing a dagger or something.
Nice.
17. Just tell me if that's
It's a large creature.
Does not hit.
okay. Well, then I'll use a lucky.
I'll allow it. How many lucky do you have left?
Damn.
Wouldn't you like to know, Mr. DM?
For me to know and for you to not find out. Got a lot.
Fuck, that's way worse.
Okay.
I don't want to use all my luckies for this, really. Fuck. So. I mean, I don't have to get within 10 feet of it. I don't actually have to hit it. I don't know if that makes the AC any better or lower.
But it's how... the question becomes, how would you get 10 feet? 'Cause
10
you're-
foot radius of where it impacts.
We'll let the 17 stand, but still have burned the lucky because we're kind of bending some rules a little bit.
Okay, yeah.
We'll let that slide. What's the DC for this?
15 dex.
That's surprising. Well, I got a dirty 20. She got a dirty 20. So as the sphere hits the ground and begins to expand, her longer worm-like body twists around this orb and continues moving forward.
Yeah.
All right. So that technically is an attack action.
Yeah.
But now there's a big sphere of immovable space.
Yeah, there's just a bunch of coins kind of rolling in it as it's falling down this this hoard pile.
So I might as well use my second attack and just throw a dart at the thing.
Okay. Roll for it.
Halfling 1.
That's I keep rolling 2s, so that's a miss.
Certainly miss, yep.
Now you said I am 20 feet from the stairs.
Uh-huh. It's difficult terrain, so your movement speed is half.
Yeah, well, I can only move 45, so I can move barely just down the stairs.
I can only move 45.
Yeah, so just kind of around the staircase.
You get a couple steps down. We'll say that you have half cover from her currently. Okay, so that was Roscoe's turn. Thauner. Give me a death saving throw, please.
Damn.
16.
16's a pass. So Thauner, as you fall, still kind of shuddering every once in a while through the electricity that's still coursing through you. You can still hear and feel and smell sensations, but it's almost as if it's someone else's experience, as someone else's life is happening around you. This isn't you that's hearing these things. But that is a pass. And then that brings us to... Wow, really? Yeah, everybody rolled like crap. During this time, JJ specifically, you see that small kind of bow-legged mouse is hopping back up the stairs past this now almost fully formed turtle of Trenton, and is hopping his way kind of just at the top of the stairs and now observing alert. And it is Leon's turn.
You bow-legged son of a bitch.
So
Your prime directive is to protect the horde.
so I'm still on Limerick's back right now, and I'm basically at the top of a stairwell, and everyone's down the stairs besides Roscoe, who's just at the top.
Everybody's down the stairs?
Not everybody's down the stairs. Trenton's down the stairs. Roscoe's just now getting down there. JJ's kind of on the outside of it.
In the time that I don't have my wings right now.
Is it a once per day use?
It's once per long rest.
Okay, so no, you do not currently.
Okay. So I jump off the back of Limerick and start walking as slow as I can without pissing off Limerick towards Roscoe.
Menacingly slow.
And I
Probably
go,
appreciates the theater.
I go, leave this place. Drop all Limerick's stuff and get out of here.
That's, given the circumstances, it's a pretty good response.
Oh, are you talking to me, mate? I didn't. No, I didn't. None of that stuff. I just
No.
a list of the inventory that I made. I was polishing that skull.
All right, Leon, give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I look at you very seriously and I go, Roscoe, please. Leave. I don't add anything to that, right? Or no, it wisdom saving.
Wisdom
it's
save.
not good. I got a natural 3.
Oh God. So from your hand, that's your hands that are like kind of holding this two-handed greatsword, electricity arcs from it, and it begins shocking your hands and pulling you forward. You in this moment are more or less fighting it, but you do take 25 points of lightning damage.
Holy shit.
Man,
Zzz.
Shock
I
collar
leap
on
forward and I swing down and do it so that it's just passing Roscoe's body and probably just do lightning damage.
Right now, the closest person to you is Salvo.
Got it. Well, that's what I do. I leap towards Salvo, and that's what I do.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
But it's not a
he's
full
trying-
down the stairs.
He's trying to
skim.
He's trying to feign.
He's trying
I'm
to
trying to
miss.
put on a good show, but it's still gonna fail.
Roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
A 12.
Does a 12 hit your AC?
Sure don't.
Okay. Yeah. So Salvo, how do you kind of deflect that blow?
Well, I've already used one reaction, so I'm not going to get too crazy with it, I don't think. But my shield, I'm kind of like lean into it and it glances off, I hope.
Yeah, it does. It just kind of scrapes on the edge of your shield, like not a scratch on it. A little bit of like a ringing sound in the air as it glides off the metal.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to rage.
Okay, yeah, you rage. Just crystalline kind of scales kind of start sprouting all over your body. Okay, you still have a second attack.
I must do this. Forgive me. And swing again. 13.
Very much misses.
Yeah.
Or sorry, 14.
Still misses. Clang, clang.
Yeah.
You're just kind of like. Normally he's way better at this. Okay, so those attacks missed. You guys are kind of locked into combat right there. We have Salvo, and then followed by Trenton.
Crabbledy boop. How far is Downer from me?
10 feet.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to bonus action create protector cannon. Then action or reverse that. Sorry, it's action create it. Bonus action activate it. I'm going to do protector version. Where the hell? And then that's going to give us anyone up here who's friendly. I'm not doing this to you because you're not friendly right now.
You're not being very nice.
It's 9 temp hit points,
You're
including.
my friend anymore.
Does that heal someone? 9 temp hit points if you're down.
It just gives them a buffer. It doesn't heal them. It just gives them a temporary hit point buffer.
Well, you have 9 temporary hit points, I guess.
9.
So if it Downer was to take damage that would normally kill, it'd have to be more than 9,
Yep.
which it would be.
Absolutely. I was thinking, like, that's not a big threshold for a dragon.
That's better than nothing. And then, jeez, I hate it, but I'm going to move down the stairs, and I guess take an attack of opportunity.
From Leon. Yep.
Yep, sure am.
What's hold on a second. You'd also, yeah, she's gonna do it. Legendary action. She's gonna try to tail whip you while Leon takes his reaction attack too.
Yeah, that checks out.
It was really good. A really good roll.
She got a really bad roll.
Nice knowing y'all.
Can he still roll with disadvantage?
15 to hit.
That misses.
Misses.
Mine hits.
Okay.
Very well hit.
Some would say the best.
Someone could say the best possible.
Oh no!
Anyone have inspiration to fix that?
Hang on.
I have it. What does that mean?
You can.
I can use a lucky on it.
You can use lucky on your own rolls
yeah.
or my
Or
rolls.
people against me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So no.
Yep.
Hang
You
on,
can
hold on,
inspiration.
Okay,
you can
so we
give-
can re-roll.
I'm gonna use my thing first before
Okay.
you guys use your.
Yeah, you can use it to make.
I need to just be able to track my grits here. Okay.
Grits and pancakes.
Grits and pancakes. While you're holding a firearm, a creature you can see within 60 feet of you makes an attack against a creature other than you. You can spend 1 grit as a reaction to impose disadvantage. So I do that.
Nice.
Oh,
So you have disadvantage for that attack, man.
Thank Jesus.
health bullet.
Crit again.
I also do that.
Now it's not a crit.
Okay.
A 13.
Very nice.
Clang, clang, clang. Even the tail tries to hit Salvo, and nothing is getting through her armor.
And now
right
I'm 5 feet from the stairs, I guess.
Yes,
The tail
correct.
actually just kind of smacked you in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I feel like since you spent a grit, you probably like fired off a shot and like made him miss a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Panique. Okay. Well, that
Muy
was
panique.
Salvo's turn. We have Trenton, and then followed by JJ.
I'm down the stairs, right?
Yep. Yep. Oh, you can hear fighting.
Yeah, oh yeah. Lots of fighting, lots of commotion. The problem is that what I want to do, everybody needs to be downstairs. So, also these folks mean a whole lot of nothing to me, really. So,
Checks out.
I am going to seek out the waterway.
I'm gonna keep going downstairs.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. You make it back down into like that entrance
Prison
type
area.
area to the prison. Noticing along the way what you had missed before was there are a couple of doorways leading off into different halls before the prison.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you're back in that cell-like area. Still a turtle, right?
Well, yeah, that's what happened canonically. So I am a turtle. Kind of slowly working my way. I feel like my character would have not changed until he got to water, but
Your
I
character.
like the idea that we said that.
It's your player agency. You tell me.
Well, just to save time, he probably would have been transitioning half the way. So when I'm a animal, I have only the abilities of an animal, right?
Of that
Cannot-
animal. Yep.
I burned it. Damn.
Right.
Yeah.
Whip.
I'm imagining a sea turtle, like a leatherback.
Yes, precisely.
What a dash
Very-
as a sea turtle look like.
Oh, I can turn back as a bonus action. So
Yep,
I
yep.
guess I'll just burn it. And I
Cancel it mid-transformation.
change back. And then I'll use my action to cast Wall of Thorns up the stairs.
Okay.
Block everyone in.
Well, protecting myself.
Casting Wall of Thorns, they kind of spread around all of the stairwell and the walls itself. Will you read me that spell?
Yeah, sure. It creates it in a... I can choose a wall or a cylinder, which I'm going to choose a cylinder for
Told
this
you guys,
particular
the
one to
crinkles.
go up the spiral. It says you create a wall of tough, pliable, tangled brush, bristling with needle-sharp thorns. It is 20 foot in diameter and 20 feet high and 5 feet thick. The wall blocks line of sight. When the wall appears, each creature within makes a dexterity saving throw. And on a failed save, the creature takes some damage. You can walk through the wall, but you have to move 4 feet for every one. And if you end your turn in the wall, you have to make a dexterity saving throw for
Okay.
damage.
And how far? 4 foot for everyone. It's 5 foot thick.
So
So it would take 20 feet, and we could go through without damage. Am I doing that right?
No.
And then you take the damage.
Unfortunately, I think that the way that I have it set up, since the cylinder goes up the spiral staircase, you would have to travel all the way through the thorns to get to the bottom.
I really hate you.
I've got to get back to the hexers. I'm a little distraught. I saw a dragon. I have to get out of here. I'm speaking this to myself.
You're justifying it to yourself.
I am.
I see.
Exactly. I'm like, I'm working through this like mentally. I was like, hey, those people are nice, but
And you're holding.
I have a mission.
You're holding the little light rock I gave you.
Oh! And I do look at that light rock, and I'm gonna hesitate and like consider and weigh my my cast of the Wall of Thorns.
Many cats.
Maybe
The shining light in the darkness.
I know.
What you could do is like you begin casting this, and like brambles begin coming from your hand, and then they wrap around that rock.
I can't leave them. It's against my nature. Fuck it. I start going up the stairs.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't have enough movement to have traveled down the stairs and get anywhere where I could help
He
you
saw
guys.
the light.
I went down and came back up.
Also, for the record, none of you know about that internal monster. Okay? None of you
I
know
didn't
about
say-
that.
he just looked down and saw that light.
Okay, so Trenton begins going back up the stairs. It is JJ's turn, followed by Limrith.
Shoot, Fowler.
Oh, I'm trying. How far away is he from me?
Oh, cool. I was like,
Put
that's
it
really
out of her.
weird.
Put it out of
How
her
far away
misery.
are they from the stairs?
Thowner?
Yeah.
Like 20, right?
Yeah, maybe 15, 20. It's kind of wishy-washy right now.
Well, if I was 15, then I'm in the stairs.
What was Washington?
That's true. Yeah, so it's 20.
Because I'm going to. The question becomes, what do they do after? But I guess that's up to you.
You can always hold actions.
But I think in the scheme of things, it's not going to change a whole lot. Because I was thinking, I was like, do I pick them up and take them with me? But then this is rough terrain.
And you
it's
point
not.
blank them while you're carrying them.
But then that requires an attack. So I was like, could I pick her up and count it as a grapple? Or pick him up and count it as a grapple and then inject them with the thing.
I'll allow it, yep.
But I only have 15 feet of movement, basically, effectively. So I'm not going to get anywhere. Okay. That's fine. I am... Yeah, so I did have my gun trained on the dragon, and then I saw that that one went down. I racked the gun real quick. This translucent little blue bullet pops out. I catch it, and then I jam in the healing bullets that I got from two-tone.
Which is, you don't have to spend any actions for that because you're a gunslinger, right?
Yes.
Yep. Quick reload.
Yes. So I just rolled a hit to normal,
Yep.
and then I'm rolling against his AC.
Yep.
It's a 26 to hit.
Okay. How much do you heal?
I think we agreed it's a D4 plus something.
I think it's a D4 plus 2.
Okay. So I could do that twice technically, but so that's 4 HP, but they are up.
With a little buffer.
Yeah. You feel like this burning sensation from like the side of your body where you had gotten like hit with one of those bullets, and you look down and the bullet just kind of like falls out of your side as that wound heals up, and you look up and JJ's just kind of like,
Yeah, I know. Yeah, before I shot, I was like, I really hope this works. I'm like double checking my regular bullets. Bad. Good.
You can. There's like a slat in the side of the special ones, and you can see glowing red liquid in them. Yeah.
I'm just, anxious.
So what would that put me at?
4 HP plus the 7 temp or whatever, or 9 temp.
9 temp.
Yeah.
I have a second attack technically. I don't know if you saw my text, but
Me?
mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Basically, I don't know how many I had to start off with.
I had given you a specific number, I think, but
That's okay.
we'll revisit
yeah,
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll use another one since I'm already committing my turn to that action.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look at your HP. Actually, that's cheating. So roll to hit again. 24 to hit for another Oh, that's better. That's 6 HP.
On Towner?
Yeah.
So like I regain consciousness. We make eye contact, and you're like,
Reverse double tap.
Reverse double tap.
It works. Bang.
Let's make sure. Okay. Thalner is back up. I'll give you guys one guess who had invoked the ire of Limrith for her turn.
Probably.
Oh wait, what do you have a bonus action that you wanted to use?
do you want to run?
Yeah, I'll move a little bit more down. But I don't want to get completely out of line of sight.
Start down the stairs, but you can still peek up and see.
Yeah, like that. And then
Half cover on the stairs.
bonus action ready
Oh man,
again.
stay away from me, dude.
And then who did? It's not me being an intelligent creature. Either gonna be really mad at me or you, but we're both in the same place. So did he use his breath weapon on this first?
She did use her breath weapon on the first.
Did he get
turn.
it back?
You don't
It'll
know.
look like.
You don't know.
Is there energy swirling from the?
There is energy swirling. Whether or not it's completely regained, you won't find out until her turn.
Touche.
Because I still have to roll it.
TP.
Oh, you haven't rolled it yet.
Total party kill.
Total party.
I shoved Roscoe down the stairs.
I kick square in the back.
Roscoe like cartwheels through the air.
I
Like,
fall all the time. I'm so drunk. I know how to tuck and roll.
okay.
Don't you have like light fall or feather fall or something?
I slow fall.
Yeah.
So you're gonna take the shove action.
No, I don't have it. I technically don't have it.
Okay,
so.
yeah, you technically don't. So
Yeah.
you can start the focus of the shove, but you can't actually physically make that happen right here. Okay, so we're gonna roll for breath weapon.
Oh God.
A 5 or a 6. She gets a breath weapon back.
I'm still downstairs.
20? What die are you
And a
rolling?
D6.
It's a
so
D6. Yeah.
So 1
Can
and
you-
3.
What'd you say?
Can you roll it?
I'm not rolling
I'm
this one
still
in front of you
downstairs. I
guys.
just can't. Like that sounds
You don't
so
want me to roll this one in front of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want me to
should
roll this one in
conjure
front of you.
like a rubber suit.
That's cack. That's it, cack dice. That's faded. Okay, what's a Zuko on this one? That's a 2. You do see energy swirling, but it doesn't appear to have like the heightened effect as when she had first entered her lair. Her breath weapon has not come back, so instead, what she's going to do is every creature within 120 feet of her and aware of her existence must now make a wisdom saving throw. please.
I'm drunk. Did I forget she was there?
No.
Do I roll?
You took 60 points of damage. You did not forget that a friggin' dragon is there. Nice try. What? You're within 120 feet.
Yeah.
You're so you
I
need to
just
make
wasn't
this
sure if they
save.
traveled downstairs.
Yeah,
Do I roll?
sight?
You do not.
Oh, okay.
And it's a wisdom saving throw?
Yep.
Oh, thank God I have advantage. Much better.
Just you have advantage?
Yeah, I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
It's a 10.
Okay. You are frightened.
16.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
You are frightened.
Holy shit.
19?
I was already scared, bro. You
You were mechanically frightened. Salvo, you are not.
I have advantage against being frightened if that's what it is.
It is a frightened, so you do have advantage for that.
16.
I didn't make it.
16. You are frightened.
I figured.
Well, then I have
Disadvantage on ability. checks,
11.
straight up.
You are
Any
frightened.
attack rolls.
Everyone here, except for Leon and Salvo,
And what is that?
and a small hopping mouse, is now terrified
Good for him.
of Limerith. Just to refresh her on how Frighten works, the creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of its sequential turns, ending the effect on itself. Frighten itself, you guys cannot willingly move towards this creature,
Oh no.
and attacks against this creature are at disadvantage.
That's actually sweet. Now I can run away without any remorse.
Yeah.
Very
I have
good.
to.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that it's used its frightening presence, it is flying straight towards JJ.
Hi.
So the first is the bite attack.
It can do all of these things.
It's a bit bitey.
Bite. 22 to hit.
I don't like
That hits.
I don't like it one bit.
That hits.
This is a bad dragon. Bad.
Bad dragon. Okay, so you are going to take 18 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
3 points of lightning damage.
Ooh.
As she kind of bites into you, pulling at some of your cloak and armor and ripping some straps off of your fasteners. Not your fasteners.
My fasteners.
My fasteners.
Her passive perception is pretty dang good. Percentage-wise, what's your health look like?
Is this dragon undressing in my own?
Rough percentage.
25.
About a quarter? Okay.
Yeah.
So, incoming claw attack. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Double damage.
Yeah, how do we do crit hits again?
Roll dice twice.
Dice twice, yeah.
Yeah, so it's not...
A little more chance, or a little more averaging, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
We were like, yeah, let's do double damage. Wait, that means enemies do double damage. Never mind, roll twice.
Which could be worse.
JJ just needs to start
you roll
holding
a 6
action to
and then
shoot
roll-
himself
then
in the
roll a
head
10.
if he ever does that.
Russian roulette. but
28 points of slashing damage from her claws.
Damn.
Nope, and
And
that's the
as you are down, she's going to make a strike against you. This is at advantage.
Oh, shit.
That one's cocked. 18 to hit.
It hits.
Okay. That is 2 death fails.
Damn.
Crap on a cracker.
You got one more?
Got one more.
It's got one more.
Guys, I think maybe we should
So
have left
she
earlier.
sees you shooting Thauner and for a moment is confused. And then sees Thauner regain consciousness, and then you shoot him again. And her eyes fix upon you and sails like an arrow in your direction, biting you, throwing you up into the air, slashing you into the ground, and then stabbing your unconscious body.
How high is the ceiling here?
Max height, 100 feet.
100
Like the
feet?
apex of the dome.
Okay. And we're against the edge, though?
You guys are kind of against one of the edges, yes.
How high is the ceiling above us here?
Here, 40.
What's it made of?
It appears to be stone.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Questions answered?
Sure.
Okay, so that was Limerith's turn. Now we have Roscoe, followed by Thauner.
Who's experiencing trauma?
I start looking at these potions like, man, I really wish I knew what these did. Do I throw them? Do I drink them?
Do you really care?
I think we know what Roscoe would do with random liquids.
Can you describe some of these random liquids?
Yeah, give me like a
I've got-
minute buffer. Okay, so that's one, and then the other one.
Yeah, there's
We could
three
also
randoms
take a
and one
break
of
right
that
now.
metallic-y silver.
You know what? That is actually a great suggestion.
What is it?
We're gonna
I'm
take a
fine.
break. Yeah.
We're all fine here now.
Come back to see the total party kill.
As several like 1.5 foot long claws are dug into JJ's body. Oh yeah. She's very large. Dug into JJ, and she snarls with crackling energy between her fangs. We are going to take a break. In the meantime, I'm going to compile a descriptive list of the potions that Roscoe has in his possession. And yeah, we'll see how the rest of the session turns out, guys. I'll be back
We're in
in
danger.
Bye, guys. Have a good time.
Back in 15 minutes.
Please help us.
See you soon. We're back.
And we're back on air live.
While we were on break, we defeated the dragon.
Yeah, we'll have to give you the Spark Notes version later.
Yeah. While you're on break, we defeated the dragon.
It died.
And then a zombie Tarrasque appeared. It was.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's great. Not just a regular Tarrasque. Anyways, where we left off, our group of adventurers were clashing out in a battle against Limerith, and it was not necessarily going your way.
Battle.
That's how you look at it.
Thowner had gotten down. JJ shot him up with some healing bullets and brought him back up. But in that course of action, sparked the ire of Limrith, who directly attacked him. And he is unconscious on the ground with 2 failed death saves. Where we were, Roscoe was contemplating looking at your potions. So as you're looking at them, one of them is like this kind of like cerulean blue swirling color to it. Another one is similar to that like kind of mercurial color you had seen in like the actual case. And then the next one is like just this purplish hue with like floating bubbles of yellow inside of it.
Yeah, that seems rad.
So what are you doing here, Roscoe?
As I'm going through my bag, looking at all these, I notice another little velvet bag at the bottom.
Okay.
And I take it out, and I remove my last magic bean.
Okay.
And I hurl that thing
At the dragon?
Yeah, as close as I can get it.
As close as you can.
But further than us?
Yeah, like 40 feet or more.
Wait, 40 feet past?
From me.
From
How
you.
far is the dragon?
She's kind of right up on the stairwell a little bit off to the side. She's probably about 20 feet or so away from you.
Okay, so I throw it 20 feet on the other side of the dragon, so like past.
Okay, so you're not trying to hit her with the bead.
No.
You're just trying to throw
I want
it.
the bead 40 feet away from us.
At least 30 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like the idea of the bean. I'm just going to say that. But you're not attacking anything with it technically. So this is a interact with object, which you do get for free on your turn. So Roscoe pulls out a magical bean and hucks it over and past the dragon. Go ahead and roll percentile for me.
Big money, big money, big money, big money. Or medium money? How much money do we want?
I don't know, man. There's so many options.
And you've got it pulled up, right?
I do.
Okay.
I rolled 67.
Okay, that's medium money.
Or beer. Definitely.
A hungry boulette burrows up and attacks.
Bros.
But the dragon would be the closest thing to it. I also don't know what that is.
Sprouting out in a spray of coins from underneath the hoard, it looks like a quadrupedal whale-like creature with thick iron-esque armor, all plating on the outside of it. A huge maw of just nothing but tongue and throat, capable of swallowing men whole, roars up into the air. This creature is unaligned. It does not have an alignment, and you said it roars up into the air and attacks?
That's all it says.
Okay, it's going to share your initiative. So it's going to take its turn after you. But as far as you can tell, it does look like it is going to attack Limrith. Like this giant armored land shark.
Street sharks.
Yeah, street sharks. Picture for reference.
Oh, let's go!
Yes.
Oh, nice.
That is
I forgot about
sick.
street sharks.
But the boulette has sprouted from this magic.
It's like a tank mole.
What is happening? Okay.
Dude,
Right.
I dig it.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna have to talk to the cleaning manager.
You guys had a boulette in your hoard the whole time? Is that a boulette in your hoard, or you just happen to see it?
Damn, it bites
It's
pretty
actually,
hard.
It's actually more of a brulette.
So we were looking at the at what it says, and it says you have to water it. And Roscoe, being the big brain that he is, he probably would have hurled some alcohol with it. So when it hits the ground, waters it.
Like a Molotov, but with
Yes,
a bean.
exactly.
Sure.
And so now it's a
Yep.
roulette.
It's a
100%. Or it just spits on it for good luck.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she said first. Yeah, she like spits on it. And I was like, no, he throws a beer.
I don't know. It sounds like a waste of alcohol.
And Roscoe would not.
That's just true.
Unless
Even
it's
if
fire.
Roscoe spits on it, though, still roulette. That's this beast you've created.
Yeah, this.
A land shark.
His
of all
spit's at
things.
least 2% ABV.
Right?
Oh man, and it jumps like crazy. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so what are you doing with your turn, Roscoe?
I'm going down the stairs.
Okay, all right. No bonus action, no action. Just hauling down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, you start hauling down the stairs, and at this point, you cross paths with Trenton, who is now coming back up the stairs, not as a turtle.
Are you all right?
Yeah, go down.
Okay, so after Roscoe, we have Thalner.
The boulette.
Oh, that's correct. Thank you. So the boulette makes a standing long jump with no running required. Just leaps into the air about 15 feet and attacks Limrith. So Limrith has to make a strength or dex saving throw, her choice. She's going to choose dex. DC 16. I'll go ahead and roll this in front of you guys.
6 on the
6 plus the... Nope, she fails her saving throw. Thank you, friend. Gets knocked prone.
Wow.
So she is prone on the ground right now. And takes 10 points of bludgeoning damage plus 20 points of slashing damage. So she takes 31 points of damage total.
Oh my god.
Yes!
Out of the ground.
Ground frog! Or frog shark? Yeah.
And is just on top of her, just chomping and gnawing down on her body.
Armored bullfrog.
Okay.
Perfect. Love that. Love that.
Wow.
Great job with the bean. 100% on purpose, well planned, well executed.
Which, like, coming back from break, it definitely looks planned. It was a Hail Mary.
Yeah, you guys were making plans. None of them was that. Okay, so.
Oh.
All right, now it is Thalner's turn.
So, JJ is on the ground, just
Unconscious
Discarded.
on top of the stairwell.
Thoroughly bleeding out.
Discarded. Yes, that's a good word.
discarded.
You definitely get the sense that he's hanging by a thread.
And then I'm pretty close to the stairwell as well, right?
15 feet.
15 feet.
You can get to the stairwell, basically in it.
You can get to the stairwell / JJ. Yep.
And then where is everybody else? My
I'm
thread's
the
being
only one still out there other than
Leon.
our frenemy.
Leon, who is a threat at this point currently.
I mean, he's attacked me 3 times, so
Yeah.
yes.
And Leon is right next to you.
Accurate.
Yes.
Well, you moved a little bit this
You're
way.
not.
You moved out of range. So you're closer to the stairs
Right.
now. Far
Yeah,
away
I'm
from
5
Leon.
feet from the stairs, no longer engaged with Leon.
Yes.
For now.
For now, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to move the 15 feet towards JJ
Okay.
and just get the hell up, man. Healing word. Just get up. So that's 2d4 plus 5 hit points. Do I roll that?
Yeah.
2d4.
Do I get to roll it?
Okay.
I have a cool one. Fancy one made by Sunspell Dice.
Hey.
Oh, that
Wow.
Oof. Max roll.
13 hit
Double.
points healed.
There's blood everywhere.
Falcon's just saying, get up!
I'm up! Am I late? School started? I haven't studied for my exam.
That's not my worst nightmare.
And then turning around and seeing that Salvo's the only one that needs to continue the rest of the distance to this hopefully safety zone. I see Leon following, and I make eye contact, and in your head, you just hear the echoing, pained screeches of Ixcar reverberating through your mind. Make a wisdom save.
The green dragon you killed? Rad.
Not good.
Yes!
I failed.
What was it?
I got a 3, and I think
You
I'm
failed.
a +0.
Wisdom, you.
And she has a +13.
I'm a +1. I'm a +1.
Oh, okay. A 4.
So that is a fail.
Perfect.
Dissonant Whispers.
Beats it. Beats
Dissonant
it.
Whispers.
Okay.
Run.
You have to. You'll be using your reaction to run as far away as you can from Thalner.
Okay.
So, what's your total movement speed?
40
Okay. You move 20 feet, basically
towards.
away from Thalner. So you kind of move slightly more towards one side of the closer to the entrance of this layer.
You also take 10 damage.
I take 10 damage.
10 psychic damage.
I have resistance.
You are raging.
But not even.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're resistant to everything when you're raging.
Psychic damage is the one thing I am resistant to, even
All
if
the
I'm
time.
not. Yeah.
I knew that.
So.
You weren't trying to hurt him.
No.
Yeah. Just kind of
That's
spook him
a
little.
lot of low numbers.
Yeah, sure it is.
Thank
you. Okay, so yeah, use your reaction move, taking that psychic damage, and that screeching is kind of just reverberating in your head for a moment. Thalner, that's the end of your turn? Question mark?
Yeah, I'm right at the stairway with JJ.
Okay. You guys can see now that that mouse creature is starting to hop over towards Limerith and actually hops on top of her while the boulette is attacking.
Oh my God.
And you can kind of see its body starting to change a little bit.
What a G.
Wow.
Wait, real quick. Who do we think it is?
I don't know. We haven't heard that
It's
accent
just an
before.
old man appears.
I haven't heard that accent before,
Dies.
so. Or at least I don't think I have.
Yeah. Makes me think of kind of like a Cockney sort of British. So, do you guys know any
And I would.
British
I think
folk?
JJ would remember.
Hmm?
Maybe.
Duff?
All right. So, if that's the conclusion of Thalner's turn, we've got Leon.
Alright, so. I will telepathically speak to Limerick. And while I say this to Limerick, I'm going to be trying to gain control of myself. But I'll say to Limerick, do I get the guys off you, or do you want me to push forward with with the looters?
You're saying that, and she doesn't really give you much of a response. She's just kind of
Busy being bitten.
busy being bitten and tackled into her own horde. Yeah, she doesn't. She hear, like, you can tell that, like, message received, but she doesn't really respond.
So while I was waiting for a response, I'm gonna see how much pull I have.
You're gonna try to resist again.
I'm gonna try and resist.
Okay. Because Thalner actually cast Dissonant Whispers and frightened you, this is a wisdom saving throw at advantage.
Sweet.
Even if you do break it, you can't
Okay,
get
that's
closer to
good.
us.
That's a good one.
So, it can only be better.
Okay.
Nice.
So 17.
It's actually not frightened. It's just reaction must be taken to run away.
So he's not frightened. Okay, but I'm
But
still giving him the advantage.
I
on
feel
this.
like with the echoes of, like,
You're shaking him out of it.
yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
pulling on those heartstrings.
You said
Trying to bring you
17?
back.
Yes.
Okay, you're going to take 11 points halved, so 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
And And since you're raging, it's going to be halved again, so you take 3 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Because you passed this save, and you notice that all of the electrical energy that was arcing all around this sword, as it shocks you, kind of dissipates. Based on you having been attuned to it lately, you can tell that all of its electrical charges are gone for the day. Additionally, during this time, you get a full sense and bearing of what has happened to you in the last 12 hours or so. And you currently have full control of your character.
Let's go.
Yeah, now the problem is going to want to kill me. Blue is the...
So all right. Well, I yell, or I can only telepathically talk to people individually.
And you have tried to communicate with someone once already on this turn, so we're going to say that economy is gone.
So I can't talk to anyone.
Mm-mm.
You already talked to Limrith.
Yeah, every turn is
Okay.
6 seconds, so it's framework to
Got
be like
it.
how much can you do within that amount of time. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm going to pivot and dash or just run towards Limrith.
Okay. You
Can I get to her?
You can close the gap, yeah.
Okay.
Just barely, but...
Yeah, she's about 20 feet away. Not
I'm going to. Does the sword still have the same stats?
Yep. Just
Okay.
minus the electrical charges.
Okay. I will jump up and swing up at the neck, just like right where the jaw and the neck touch, right at that soft spot. I'll swing up recklessly with all my might, and I can't say anything. Damn it!
If it's
Okay.
flavor...
Yeah, you can't communicate with somebody, but you can shout something as you're...
Okay, the anime thing I would say would be, Limrith, you're not taking any more friends from me.
Hiya!
And don't forget, she prone.
Oh.
So this attack is at advantage.
Sweet.
And you guys all hear him say this, by the way.
Nice.
Okay, good thing I have advantage.
That's better.
All right, that is a 20.
Hits.
Sweet.
You said recklessly, right?
Yes.
Well, he doesn't need to. He's already at advantage.
Oh, okay, word.
Okay. So,
15 plus buffs.
yeah, that's 21.
21 points of slashing damage.
Yes,
That's your first attack?
correct.
So it's a strong sword.
And
That's a lot of damage.
yeah, as I swing up, I'll just follow through and continue the 360.
Nice. Spitting slasher.
Yeah, and go for that. Do I have advantage or no?
Still do.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay,
She prone.
that helps a little bit. 16.
16. Okay. Points of damage or to hit?
That's the hit.
Misses.
Boomer.
16 just glances after her armor as she kind of tucks her chin in, avoiding to take another slash to her neck as it bleeds. But you see that she's like whipping her eyes and staring at you and hissing, and she's like still getting gnawed on by this boulette.
And a bunny standing.
And a strange mousy thing that's not quite mouse looking anymore.
I guess it's more like a kangaroo rat, really, right?
Yeah.
Yes. There's like a specific name for him. I just don't remember what it
I
is.
think you had it.
Kangaroo rat.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The actual kangaroo rat, not a
Right.
kangaroo rat.
Yes.
Although, yes.
Yes, it's a kangaroo rat. Okay, so that was Leon's turn. We're going to be having Salvo with Trenton
God.
after that.
Seeing that happen, oh God, do I change the plan?
I think I do. Thank you. The long tail.
Oh my God, epic dilemma.
So bad.
I can talk, right?
Yep.
That's free.
Yep.
I turn to the people on the stairs and say, do I close off the path trapping him up here?
I don't exactly know what's going on, so I'm down there being like, yes!
Okay.
But I also haven't seen any of this.
I can hope for the best, because he just attacked me 3 times. Oh, God. Oh, Glob.
Oh my God.
Fudge. Well, if you're going to go with what I think is the right thing to do, I'm going to move. I'm at like 5 feet from the door, so I'm going to move at least down the stairs slightly, but kind of where JJ was, where I can still see, but I'm in the stairs now.
Okay.
So everyone other than Leon is down there. I'm going to activate the cannon on us. Anyone who doesn't have 11 temporary hit points has that, if they want them.
Does that include me? Or
No, you're too far.
That's only 2 less, and I'm going to say I'm too far away. I mean, 2 more, and I'm going to say I'm way down the stairs for you. So it wouldn't
Oh,
be
did you
an
go
issue.
further down? Okay. Then those who want it can have 11 temporary hit points if it's better than what you had. And then I'm going to cast Shatter on the ceiling about, I guess you said it's about 40 feet up here? About 40 feet up. Basically in front of the door, or like above in front of the doorway down the stairs.
All right, hell yeah.
And that's a 10-foot sphere of. I'll do the damage, but
Yeah, do the damage for me real quick.
because it's a save, so like I don't think a ceiling can make a
It
save.
doesn't.
Where's the party? Sorry. And anything made of inorganic material has disadvantage on the saving throw, and it takes damage if it's in the any non-magical object takes damage if it's in the spell's area. So 10-foot sphere. 10-foot radius sphere. Oh my, that's a bit bigger than I thought. So that's a 20-foot diameter sphere of ceiling. So placing it just right, that's about, a 20-foot circle of what's a domic section? Let's do the trigonometry real quick, figure out the square footage of this, but we'll assume it's like a circle that's roughly 20 foot in diameter.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, get yourself an artificer.
Alrighty, and that's going to do...
Minus the...
It's a bunch of stone.
Now, does that...
factor in the scientific method, of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And then just real quickly confirming if whenever you cast an artificial spell through the firearm, roll a d8, damage rolls. Yep, that works. Okay, so it's 4d8 of ceiling damage. 21 ceiling damage on that circle.
Okay.
Thunder, if it matters.
It does. So
Is this the Thunderdome?
We're in the Thunderdome.
Roscoe runs part
We're
of
very
town.
explicitly out of the Thunderdome.
We're almost out of the Thunderdome.
Trying to leave the Thunderdome.
okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Limerith, the Boulette, the mouse. I've completely forgotten the stack this whole time.
He's downstairs.
He's downstairs, sure, whatever.
He just tripped and fell in the beginning of the fight. He's just all the way down
He
to
ran
the
when we
bottom.
said run, and he listened, and he just
He did
clunk,
not
clunk,
look back.
clunk, clunk.
So Limerith, the Boulette, the mouse, Leon, and you said you moved down the stairs a little bit?
At least, yeah, so where I could see the ceiling still, but far enough, as far as I can get.
Those 4 need to make dexterity saving throws. Will you please roll me 8d6?
8d6?
Yep.
All right.
14.
Does that beat your spell save salvo?
Probably not.
What was the...
14?
No.
Okay.
So I die.
Oh, man, you're like HP.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
That was pretty healthy rolls. 33.
33 points of bludgeoning damage rains down upon the Boulette upon Limerith, upon the mouse, and Leon.
Is mine resistant?
Yes.
Okay.
So you take 16 points, or
17?
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Weren't you also raging?
Yeah.
Does that make you twice, or
No.
was that something
No.
else? I don't
Because
know.
he failed the save.
Barbarians are crazy and a little tough.
If he had passed the save, it would have been quartered, yes.
Gotcha.
So 17 points of damage towards Leon. Strangely enough, like as one of these larger boulders smacks into the back of what was like this mouse person, you now see forming again a human body holding like this curved golden scimitar that was about to slash into Limerith. Gets clocked in the back of the head and it kind of like rolls off of her body. You can tell that he's still conscious-ish. He's just a little dazed. The boulette also is going to take that damage. However, it's resistant to it. It's only going to take the 17. And it also, in a strange, like, staccato groaning sound, as if the structure itself was shifting, you see that more parts of the ceiling begin to fall, and spiderwebbing cracks are appearing all throughout the structure.
I done broke the dome.
Shattered it, but you know.
From here...
I know how to break shit. Make it, break it.
And Limerith, I didn't actually roll her save, but
She's prone.
She's prone, so she's at disadvantage. She doesn't make it. Natural 2 was the first roll.
Mush that dragon.
Yeah, so she's going to take that full 33 points of that bludgeoning damage. Okay, so precariousness is occurring right now. That was Salvo's turn. You got anything else?
I bonus action, die action, I moved. Shit, I think I'm good.
Trenton with Roscoe or JJ
Use
up
all your movement?
next.
I moved pretty much as far. I guess I can use what little movement I would have had left
Continue
to get
down.
down the stairs, but it's
Okay.
like maybe another 5-10 feet.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I already had to use 10 just to get to the stairs.
Okay.
I'm seeing the people that I was going up the stairs for, like, whizzing past me. I'm like, oh, there's Roscoe. Oh, all right. I guess they're... And remember, be gentle. Everything needs a heavy hand. And I'm going to talk and use the speak with plants, and the moss, and the lichen and the algae that's growing on the walls, and create more difficult terrain, like, around my friends. I'm just going to convey the very simple idea, protect my friends, and an image of what those friends would be.
Give me either an Arcana roll or a Nature roll.
Okay.
Could it, like, make the floor all slippery? We just slide all the way
Yeah.
down the staircase?
It could.
This may require a perception or something. Maybe my passive would be enough, but like, does it obviously look like I blocked the entry very well, or?
There's a few boulders in front of it. So the first thing is that you notice is like this stairwell would be very difficult, albeit possible, for her to get down by herself. Limerith meaning
Just in general.
in general. And then these boulders are kind of like blocking and obscuring your vision.
It's
from
at least
her now.
inconvenient.
Yes.
Sure.
You have
okay.
inconvenience.
It's a hurdle.
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that.
I would like to add an additional hurdle with the speak of plants.
Okay.
So, rolling for nature. That's a 20.
Inspiration.
You got inspiration.
I got inspiration. I think I had it.
With a natural 20, yeah. Okay, so those mushrooms that you had smelled earlier
The mushrooms were
begin, like, you see, like, small polyps of
Mycelial growth.
mycelium, like, pollen kind of, like, popping up through the air and then, like, landing on edges of the walls and begin growing, and, like, these large, like, bluish and green mushrooms begin sprouting all throughout the stairwell, making it like you'd have to like push past some of them to get out of the way.
Excellent.
Additionally, with your nat 20 nature roll, you also know these to be stun spores.
Yeah.
You made a dangerous marshmallow hallway. I love it.
And I'm going to use my reaction to speak to whoever's how close is Salvo to me?
I'm probably right up on you.
Right. Is the mouse okay? Were you able to see the mouse?
The mouse is not a mouse.
Oh.
I don't think. Did I see that happening?
Yes.
Okay, then no. They were holding a sword and looked far more humanoid.
Oh, all right. Let's go.
No longer concerned. Okay. Cool. So Trenton, that was your action.
So I'll truck down the stairs with my movement.
Okay. All right. No bonus action.
I use my bonus action to ask Salvo about the
Okay.
mouse.
Yeah. We're good. JJ, followed up by Limerith.
I'm booking it down these stairs, and then I'm going to use. Do I need a dash down the stairs? Or I guess not.
If you dash down the stairs, you're gonna have to make a dex save not to just face plant into a mushroom.
Gotcha. And I can't see what's going on back there anymore. Probably.
Not really. No.
Then I'm just going to keep running, and I'm going to use a bonus action to spend a grit to heal myself a little bit.
Okay. Boom. Gritty Healy word Jensen.
He really word Jensen.
Okay. And that was your action? It was a reaction.
That's a bonus action.
Oh, bonus
I was going to
action.
dash, but if it's going to fuck me up, then
Maybe no?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just using my turn to move.
Okay, so you meticulously weave your way in through these fronds of mushrooms now sprouting rapidly into the stairwell. Okay, so JJ makes it down the stairs roughly. It's Limerith's turn. She's going to recharge breath weapon, maybe.
She dang well gonna try.
Her chest begins expanding and rapidly singeing with electric tendrils. Right now, her main concern is this boulette. And there isn't really... So, first of all, this is like an arcing electricity in a line. So if she does go for that boulette... Here's what she's going to do. I've also been forgetting about our legendary actions. So at the end of JJ's turn, she's going to take a legendary action to use her wing buffet in attempts to remove the boulette from on top of her. So the boulette has to make a DC 20 dex save. That's not...
Damn.
Whoa. Whoa. Oh, +0. Wait, no, saves. Nope, +0. Well, got 16 on the dice. So, she has a wing attack, but essentially what you hear is like this, almost like that sci-fi like warbling of electricity kind of like magnetically pulsing around her, and she twists her whole body, getting up from prone. The boulette takes, wow, max damage, shit. 19 points of damage. And then she can fly half of her movement speed. So she's going to fly up into the air. And
She had to use some of that to get up, though, from prone, right?
Yes. So she's 10 foot in the air. And that was going to be her legendary action on his turn. I've been forgetting her, so that's why I'm getting her one now. This is her turn. She's going to lightning breath the boulette. The mouse guy is going to be in that line. And who was at the top of the stairs?
Me, JJ, and Salvo.
But like
I'm a little further down now.
within the overhang.
JJ just went down too.
Okay, so it's just Thowner.
But behind boulders.
That's
Boulders.
right.
And I'm small.
You
And
are
mushrooms.
very, very small.
And mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Boulders and mushrooms.
Okay, theater of the mind, you're good.
I duck.
You duck.
That's so much half
mushroom.
coverage, basically full coverage.
That's so much coverage, man. That's all the coverage.
And I'd also like to argue, since Boulette is a ground type Pokemon, it has resistance to
Electricity.
So the bullet's going to try to make his save. So this is a dex save, DC 19. It gets a +0. The bullet fails. Mouseman is going to make his... One moment. Okay. You guys see that this guy more or less on the ground... Oh, he's on the ground. Disadvantage. Disadvantage! Still fine. 22. You see him more or less like perk his head up stab the sword into the ground, do like a weird like side flip thing, and just barely miss the arc of this lightning.
You see that.
You see that.
And you see that.
She still does need to do the lightning damage to the bullet. I need 2 more of these. That's a waste of a lightning breath.
Good.
Whose side are you on?
Obviously, your
not
side.
her side.
Not that
Obviously your
Michael.
54 points of lightning damage. Does not kill the bullet. The bullet is still alive, albeit looking very crispy right now. Just singed electricity went straight into his gullet and just kind of almost splits him in half with like this white hot heat. And it's like barely standing on its 2 feet, but still looking very angry up at her.
It's like when a squirrel gets a hold of a telephone pole.
Yeah. Yeah. So with that, that was Luminous' turn. Roscoe, then Thauner.
I light up a cigar.
Me too. Thanks.
Yeah, you meet him down the stairs, and you both are just like, oh yeah, let me get light.
I guess we're just kind of like going down the stairs. I'm not too fast. I'm kind of waiting for my buddies, but I'm not like
Okay.
gonna not go down the stairs.
Okay.
But I'm also, I don't know, can I roll perception to see if I can hear anything down the stairs? I've never been, is this the same stairs we were down earlier?
You've never been down here, no?
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm
go ahead.
a little cautious of what could be down there.
Yeah, go ahead and roll perception.
1.
You're always so excited for once.
I love them. 13.
13. It smells really dank down here. Really hard to see.
Oh, I threw my
Also known
fucking
as
stone.
Snoop Dogg's basement.
But
Trying to
not
distract the
Afro Man's
dragon.
house. Yeah, it's especially with the fact that you don't have dark vision. Like it's you're basically walking blind here.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I have like that big cask of potion of healing,
Yes, you do.
so I'm gonna drink another potion of healing. Like what's serving?
Okay. You wrote down how many servants are in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had 5 and I already used 1.
So you
this
got
is
3
a-
left.
Yeah.
Cool.
Does the glowing from the stone happen only to the person who's holding it?
No, it's the stone.
So I'm should be downstairs with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
I got
glowing
yours,
dim
yeah.
light within what, 15 feet?
5 foot dim, 10 foot radius. 10 foot radius dim, 5 foot radius bright.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He
Not much.
he can see that the walls are the reason why.
It's
it
a good
smells
glow
dank.
stick. It's enough that you're not blind.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Well, I got 8 health points out of that.
Okay.
Nice.
Or a
Gotcha.
really small lantern.
All right. So from Roscoe's turn,
Ooh. Do I get to roll to try and get frightened off of me?
that's actually correct. I've been forgetting about that.
I don't think we would be doing anything different
Yeah.
though.
No, I mean it didn't affect, but
Yeah, go ahead for that, and JJ also
Well,
if you want to go ahead too.
Wisdom?
wisdom save.
Yep,
All of them are disadvantaged.
21.
passes.
20.
Passes. You
Nice.
are no longer afraid. Not that your homies are back in the fight.
Those mushrooms
You're
really
at
chilled
a
us
safe
out.
distance of people in front of you.
Okay, so that was Roscoe's turn. We now have Thauner
Running
running down the stairs.
down the stairs.
Running-
How long are the stairs?
All the way down, probably about 80 feet.
80?
Mhm.
So no one's
Like
at the bottom.
no one's at the bottom. It's a big curving like kind of spiralish staircase. No one's at the bottom.
Like
of
the inside
case.
of a tower. Like
Yes.
an old tower. Gotcha.
Yes.
We're close, but
For what it's worth, you did see hesitation and disdain in my face when I did cast that shatter over you.
Oh, that's fine. I'm a masochist.
I think we knew that about Leon.
But Leon also did, hit me 3 times with a sword.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't. Just because you said something, I'm like, I don't. Bye.
I'm tired of your words and lies.
Your cheap words and your sharp sword.
Your words mean say. Your words
That.
tell something, but your actions tell a different story.
Yeah.
Words are hard.
What you got? What you
So
got
I've
down there?
seen
Toxic party.
Leon turn and fight against Limerith.
Uh-huh.
I would like to cast message
Mm-hmm.
to Leon.
Okay.
Join us and live to fight another day.
I can reply, right?
You can reply to this message.
Press 1. Now is my time. I have hurt too many. I must repay.
Stabberella over here.
Thalner was saying all of this, like, while making moves towards the opening of the stairway down, and for, like, a brief moment he stops at the top of these stairs, like, back to his ally, but hearing this reply, stops in his tracks, takes a deep breath, and descends the stairs.
Okay. All right. So that was Thalner. Leon, you're the only one that sees this. The man in the robe sees that most of the rest of everybody has started to descend down the stairs, takes a couple looks around, looks at you, flips his sword, disappears, and starts heading down the stairs.
I'm sorry,
So-
babe.
Okay, so right now I'm on the ground, and there is a land shark and a dragon flying in the air, right?
Yep.
Snapping turtle armadillo.
Snapping turtle armadillo flea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
You got your pops.
and nobody in this room are friends.
Oh, yeah.
None of them.
Battle royale.
All parties
Now I have to
involved
go
are
back.
angry.
I wasn't expecting him to break his things.
I gave him advantage in his first roll. He broke it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. What does my draconic instinct tell me?
Survive.
So as you kind of like you hear that message and you reply to that and you see the robed man kind of running back down the stairs and assess the room, you hear deep within your consciousness that this is not the time to strike.
I close my eyes and shed a tear, and I kind of shake. And as I'm shaking, I just think in my head, I don't know if I can keep going. And then I scream and then run towards the towards the tunnel. Just like scream in frustration. And then start making my way towards the tunnel. But so I'm assuming how wide is this opening?
To the tunnel?
Yeah. To the stairwell.
It's probably about 8 foot across.
And it's fully unobstructed.
There's some boulders that are slightly blocking like the base of the top of the stairs, but
You're small enough
and
to
a
get
bunch of
around.
mushrooms like within like the base and now sprouting out on the outside of it.
The mushroom. Okay.
It's navigable for someone of your size, but it's inconvenient for sure.
I'm gonna stand at the top of the stairs and ready an attack
Okay, what's the trigger?
and face. The trigger is when someone tries to go into the stairwell.
Okay. All right. So, in this circumstance, your rage falls.
Okay.
Just so you know, you could re-rage now in order to be raging on your next turn if you wanted.
Yeah, could we say just for flavor-wise that frustrated yell was just a re-rage?
Like, continuing that rage. Yep, 100%. Yep,
Okay.
send it. Okay, so that was Leon. We got Salvo, then Trenton.
So I'm only like 10, 15 feet down the stairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I see Limerith from here?
Mushrooms.
She's got half cover, but yes, because she's in the air, yes.
She's got half cover? Cool, I can ignore that.
Nice. What is cover?
Yeah, cover, half cover? You mean no cover.
Damn, I always forget the rage extra damage.
Does Limerith have any metal on them?
On her person?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Not that you can see.
Her?
Are there coins stuck in between the scales?
Or her toesies.
Or
She's got rings
all
on.
over her?
She's definitely got rings
She's
on the
flying.
talons.
Oh, she did fly.
She's got 87 miscellaneous coins embedded in her body throughout her scales. But,
she did
you
get
know, they're
prone.
coins.
So she probably rolled
She's
into him.
rolling around in the coins.
Yep.
Gold is a great
I was
conductor.
about to say, yeah. Then I also may supercharge her own attacks.
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
It's like arcing between them. That's kind of cool.
That is kind of dumb.
Well,
Like it's sparkly.
I want to tell you
lightning.
guys so badly about something that y'all don't know yet.
Go
but
for it. Go
I'll
ahead.
wait.
Well,
Just
I'm
disclose
always
that.
willing to listen
I'll
to your...
wait until after the session.
Only take
I see her, and I'm going to...
We're here for you, buddy.
God, she's hard to hit, huh? You know what? Just for giggles. Chaos Bolt
Oh?
at her.
Okay, roll the hit.
It could be anything.
I wish this was the...
That's big. That is a... is that plus to hit? 26.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So these two determine the damage type. 7 and 5, which are psychic or lightning. Well, I'm gonna go with psychic,
Mm-hmm.
not lightning.
Certainly.
I'm the lightning dragon.
No kidding.
So that's
I played Pokemon.
We need fairy ones.
21 psychic damage to her, directly to the brain.
To the dome.
This psychic damage kind of just manifests in a way that, like, hard to tell, but she seems more like frustrated that she's losing her prey. But she does take that full damage.
Good, yeah. With my rod, I'm like, I see you through there, half cover, not so much I ignore. And then I go down the stairs, full motion.
Okay, cool.
30 feet down.
Okay, gotcha.
Perfect form.
Perfect form. Trenton.
So we're just trying to get down this spiral staircase, right?
Looks like what most of all of them are doing.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Me and you are closest
Oh,
to
just
the
for giggles,
Right.
bonus action activate. They can. And yes, actually now everyone has 12 10 hit points if they want them.
nice.
Who is in range of me?
Which is everybody right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't really have any spells that I would necessarily want to use, so I'm just going to attempt to find the waterway that
I
I
healed myself earlier and I get
come out of.
Gotcha.
When we
So
first met Thalmer.
going all the way back down the stairs.
All the
Okay.
way down the stairs.
Gotcha.
I
Okay.
healed for.
Trenton's going downstairs.
I healed myself and I got 16 hit points.
Okay. We're gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. JJ, are you doing anything other than hauling down the stairs?
No, I just shot myself a couple times, but
Okay, sure. Yep, I'll allow it. Yep, right in the foot.
The persona.
Okay.
Probably just chew on the bullet. I mean, right?
She's gonna try to recharge
Like
her.
glowing.
bite the bullet.
Whole different meaning.
Call that a brown breath?
She tries to recharge her breath weapon and fails, but spends the first part of her action just decimating this boulette. Just
Did the bullet get to go when Roscoe went?
Oh no, I forgot about that. Okay, hold on. Let's back up before the boulette just gets totally crushed.
And what the hell is Stack doing?
Stack's just
Running
running the
down the
stairs like,
Okay.
go, we're going this way. We're going this way.
Okay.
Could I specify? Could I change my prep of just a touch?
Sure.
So the attack I want to ready is my psychic breath weapon.
Ooh.
And so right when I'm at 30 feet, I would hit that. And then I'm going to turn the corner and throw myself off. Is there a hole in the center of the stairs, or is it walled?
It's like
It's walled.
pillar.
Can I recklessly throw myself in a tumbling fashion down the stairs,
Yeah.
causing damage?
I hate to say, but mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Also, all your buddies are going down the stairs right now. Also, like you're holding an action, not necessarily.
We all get
Okay.
knocked out because of bowling
I
ball.
still
and
hold
bowling
the
ball.
psychic attack.
Okay, you're holding the psychic breath attack?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Okay, so let's do the bullet real quick. He's gonna just try to deathly jump on her again.
Yes.
Flee jump.
Alright, she needs to make a DC 16, either Dex or Strength save. Barely passes, but passes with a 6. Roll to 16. So does not get knocked prone. It's going to take half of this total damage, which is
66 plus 8.
13 bludgeoning. 17 slashings for a total of 30 points of damage. She doesn't get knocked prone, so he's kind of just like hanging on to her during this time. She's dripping blood everywhere. And then now we're going to re-forward back in time to her losing her breath weapon. Just decimated. I'll roll just for her bite. That's cut. 30 to hit. The bullet's dead. Her jaw almost like unhinges like a snake and basically swallows him whole and begins like pulling him down her gullet.
Trenton feels a disturbance in the force as a creature has died.
It's a monstrosity, not a beast. So
It is
that helps.
monstrosity.
True, okay.
We're also creatures. You can give a fuck about
Yeah, you guys are creatures. Okay, so she's going to take her movement speed of 80 flying and is going to attempt to thrust herself down this stairwell, activating your psychic breath attack.
Okay.
So what's the DC save on that?
I think it's only 16. Yeah, Dex 16. Fails?
Fails.
Sweet.
She got a 13 total.
Okay.
Huh?
Well, that's a good start. Jesus Christ. Only 7 damage, sadly.
7 psychic damage?
Yep.
Okay. She's not frightened or anything, huh?
Nope.
Okay, 7 psychic damage. Okay. But she basically is trying to force her way down through the stairs at an alarming speed. You need to give me a strength saving throw.
Did she make it past the rocks?
She basically is just kind of weaving through. She's in the air, like diving down at an angle.
crashing.
Yes.
Just total collateral.
She
Not
couldn't
bad.
fit into the tunnel, can she?
She can, but with extreme difficulty.
21.
21 strength saving throw? Okay. She flies down, and as like she begins touching, like barreling into like these mushrooms with just rage through her entire being, your rage is just a little bit more. And you grab onto like her electrified whiskers from her jawline as she starts moving and basically pull back on her as she's trying to dive through these mushrooms. These mushrooms start... she's going to make a con save.
Oh,
That's gone. I will give her disadvantage just from the sheer quantity of mushrooms.
And she's doing it recklessly, you could say.
You're not wrong. So con save for her. That's the bullet.
That's the bullet.
That's the bullet. That's the bullet.
The bullet corpse.
DC. So her con save was a 14. What is your spell save DC?
Probably at least that.
Yeah. Where'd you see that? You like made a noise. Aha, 15.
She doesn't take any damage,
Okay.
but as
I'll
her
take
body
one
is
back.
being wedged like in through this stairwell, like she's kind of compressing her arms together, and in combination of those spores and Leon just like kind of pulling her back, she's writhing and just tossing up more and more of this concoction. She's effectively stunned until her next turn. Just in case you guys weren't aware, a stunned creature, any attacks against them have advantage, and they auto-fail strength and dex saves. So, as she's stunned, and that is her turn, it is Roscoe's turn. Your movement speed's 45.
Yeah.
You cannot get in melee distance of her.
I mean, with just a 45, you can.
I can. I did a way
And
of
using
doubling
only
that.
Yeah.
feet to move.
At the beginning of her next turn,
At the beginning of her next turn, she'll no longer be stunned.
You have the boots of no legs. The boots of legs.
just because it matters. How far do you think I am away from her?
Probably, I'd probably say you've made it almost completely down the
Yeah, I'm
stairs.
pretty far down.
So you're probably about 65 feet away from her.
All right, so I can use Step of the Wind to give myself dash as a bonus action,
Okay,
which would allow me to move
90.
90.
correct.
So I can move 60 feet up and attack, and then 30 feet back down.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to do that.
Go for it. I'd imagine at this point, like, just because you were also like listening and making an active perception check, that's why you would understand that this might be an opportune time for you to attack.
Oh, and no reaction, so no attacks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as I go up, I haven't used this yet. I pull out my Platinum Helix Dagger of Maw. The black dragon imbued platinum dagger.
Ooh, the double twisty boy. Oh god, that was such a gorgeous piece.
I renamed it the Platinum Helix of Maw.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's dope.
Oh, of Ma. I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Such a cool name.
So yeah, I run up, and I guess the head's right in front of me, so I just right in the eye.
Okay.
Oh, for flavor, as I see him running up, I see him drawing the dagger, I hope, and I just go,
So
you see a smile on my face as you go by, because you pass me.
One out of 4 hearts above Salvo's head fills up.
A pat of butter melts on my shoulder.
Don't tip me.
That's what Roscoe sees.
Exactly. As you run by, you just in your peripheral vision, you're not even sure if it was really there, but you see some butter just gently sliding off my shoulder.
Roscoe has.
Roscoe. All right, advantage.
Roscoe may have schizophrenia.
That's a 19. 19 to hit.
19 to hit. Hits.
All right.
Meets it, beats it.
So as I jab this dragon in the eye, it does 2d4 plus dex. Plus 5.
So nice.
So 9 damage,
Mm-hmm.
plus the creature bleeds for 1d4 at the beginning of its next turn.
Yep.
And then, correct me if I'm wrong, the dragon has 2 eyes?
Dragon has 2 eyes.
All right, so I stab it in the other eye.
God.
Okay, go ahead.
That's a nat 20.
Confirmed?
Yes.
No, I mean like roll it again, Odyssey. I want you to burn your 20s.
No.
Just kidding.
Oh, yes, you rolled those
So I
4
rolled
D4.
Confirm the critical.
6.
6 foot. So 11 damage plus another 1d4 of bleeding.
Yep. So she'll take 2d4 of bleeding on the
Nice.
beginning of her next turn.
I'm
From
then.
the eyes.
Yeah. Well, she's also effectively blinded right now.
I'm not done. Okay, I used my key point for the dash, so I can't do another key thing. Oh wait, no, I can't even do the. Hold on. Oh no, yeah, I can do my one more. I can kick her right in the throat.
Sure, go for it. Roll the kick.
I love monks.
Stabby stab. Oh yeah. Stabby stab. Oh yeah. And a key.
I rolled an 18 twice.
That's a D12.
Well, that was pretty good. That was two really good rolls.
Wow.
Better.
Yeah. So that's a 23.
Something.
Hits.
Nice.
9.
9 points of damage.
9 points. And then I run 30 feet back down.
No attack of opportunity. She's blinded. She's stunned. That was Roscoe's turn. It is now Thalner's turn. Thalner's turn. Yes.
So how far did I make it into this tunnel?
Uh,
I don't imagine it was very deep. I could literally just run it.
it was just your regular movement speed, right? 30 feet.
So 30 feet.
Yeah. So
So-
you're about 20 feet away from her.
Okay. And so I'm kind of witnessing all of
Back
this.
and forth.
Yeah, I run
Yeah, I'm
past you. I
seeing
come
Roscoe
back.
book it past me. I hear the screeching and writhing.
And then he runs back.
Run away! Run back the other direction. Everybody else is pretty quite a ways further down in the tunnel, though, right?
No, I'm not too much further.
You guys are all more or less almost in a line with each other.
I'm 30 plus range, so I'm
Yeah.
30 feet past where I could see. an
We're just
attack
like
from.
all in the same little spiral. It's just like
Except for
Vertically-
Leon, who's on the outside of it.
Yeah.
But yes.
vertically, we're all very close.
The
but
Right.
farthest
So,
person
like-
away from you is 20 feet.
20 feet?
Yeah. Because it's
So, even if they're 20 feet this way, would that be 10 feet?
what are you trying to do?
I don't know. A
What do you,
square
what,
plus
tell me
B
what you're trying to do,
square.
and I'll tell you.
I would really like to do my Draconic Cry to give those that decide to go back to attack it advantage. Or not Draconic Cry. Wait, yes, Draconic Cry.
have advantage.
We already have
It
advantage.
has advantage.
She's stunned, so you guys have
Oh.
advantage. Yep.
Just outright.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can bardically inspire.
Yeah, stunned is pretty bad. It's incapacitated plus other stuff,
Yep.
which incapacitated automatically makes it to where they can't take actions or reactions, and then stunned adds they fail strength and dexterity saves automatically. They can't move. They can only barely speak, and attack rolls have advantage against them.
Dang.
Yeah, so basically, if there's a
Oh,
save,
pretty
a
much.
strength or dex save attack you can do, time to do it.
Not wrong.
Well,
Wise words from your
it'd
officer.
be cool if I had those.
Stab her in the eye.
Yeah, I do have pointy things. Well, did I get searched upon entering this place?
Not
You're just
really.
you're not a threat. Okay, right.
You're tiny.
Yeah, whatever. Okay. So I'm going to kind of stop and maybe take a couple steps back towards this until I can see Leon, and Thalner kind of cracks almost a smile, more of a grimace at seeing the nightmare unfolding in this narrow staircase. But to Leon says, "It's good to have you back on our team," and grant you bardic inspiration.
Sweet.
The help of the mind.
Thank you.
Use that for stabbing.
Yes.
Jeez.
I cast stab at the 9th level.
And I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on the liver.
Intelligence save.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that has much.
What's your spell save?
You have to ask. Okay.
I don't remember.
16.
16. So she barely passes.
Passes. Okay.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I figured you'd be like, yeah, she passes.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'll go ahead and tell you she's got no bonus to intelligence save and rolled a 16. Morning, Shiva. Keep running, stand your ground. And should eat.
I guess I would probably keep moving down. I don't have anything else I can do.
Okay. Yeah, so Thauner inspires Leon, casts a spell, and whisks away from the edge of the combat. From here, you guys see that the mouse man like turns around, sees all this happening, and is still just like continues running down the stairs. And now it is Leon's turn. Leon, at the top of your turn, you hear, "Now is the time."
Not yet.
Now.
I get underneath, or it. So is it? It's not prone.
You basically are holding on to like these whisker like tendrils as she's wedged herself into the stairs with clouds of spores coming out, and you're at like the nape of her neck.
Okay.
But she can't move, so I mean, if you let go, she'd die.
Attacks are at advantage, and you're still raging.
So I double wrap the whiskers, and then I put my foot on the top of the head, and then take another step onto the back where the shoulder blades are, and then I go like that and try and whip the neck back.
Brutal.
In a snapping motion.
We're going to say that this is a grapple check, and if you do well enough, we're going to have damage done with it.
Okay.
You have this advantage.
And that's the modifier is strength, right?
It's good. She's going to auto-fail the grapple. The check is to see the damage. Because this is beyond just a grapple, like...
grapple with intention.
Grapple with extra steps.
double grapple.
Plus, you're really exposing the bottom of the neck by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
To us.
All right. So, and it's based on strength modifier?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you have this at advantage. Or it's athletics, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, athletics.
Yep.
That changes things. Okay, 21.
Okay. So you more or less like pull and pull and pull, and she's just like this guttural screeching coming out of her mouth as like lightning arcs up into the air, and those whiskers snap off of her. Go ahead and roll 2d10 damage at your strength modifier.
Nice.
17.
Do you
Plus
get
strength modifier?
Do you get
I have
rage? Do you get a
kind of
rage
small-
damage modifier for that?
Yeah, you've been forgetting a rage damage modifier too.
Oh, so that would be 19.
19?
Yeah, my strength is kind of a slow modifier.
Plus 2.
As those whiskers kind of detach from the sides of her jaw, you see like some of the electricity starts pulling into itself. And even though like her eyes are like completely bloodied out, like the electricity starts coming out of her eyes. She's looking grievous. You still have a second attack.
Mm-hmm. So, as kind of in one motion, as the whiskers snap, I appear my pick on the ground, pick side up, and I jump off the back and I slam 2 feet, top of the head, pushing into the ground with my pick. And just that's all flavor from a pick.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit.
That's a
God, I love that.
delicious flavor, actually.
Quite juicy, the umami.
There we go.
That's a nice number.
22.
To hit? Mm-hmm. Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Sweet. And that is going to be the pick, so 2d6.
Plus a bunch of rage.
And I
action.
will use my my Bardic Inspiration on this damage.
4,
What was the last? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're at 4.
So 9 plus 2 more 11. So we're at 11. And we're at 12.
12 total?
12 total.
Did you add your rage damage?
I did this
Okay.
time, yes.
So, unironically, this is exactly how this combat is folded out. Please describe the fate of Limerick.
No way.
What?
So, I snap the whiskers and in one motion, jumping off the back, the weapon spawns. I smash down and the pick goes in right on the soft part of the center of the jaw, and as the electrical plasma blood drips out of the teeth, I drop down to my knee and I slit my arm, a small amount, not a lethal amount.
Thank you for clarifying.
The doctor says.
And as my blood joins her blood, I weep.
As you begin to weep,
I put my hand on the ground and just like
Mush the blood.
mix my blood with her blood.
as you begin to weep, I need you to roll a d6, please.
5.
Okay, so I'm going to visually describe this, and then I will mechanically describe this. So as he's performing like this strange revenge-like ritual with this blood, there's like a pulsing throughout her entire worm-like body.
Oh shit. Just remembered.
And like shaking, warbling magnetic sounds appear all around you, and a swirling tornado of electric energy bursts into the air. Howling and seizing, coins flying all through the air, gems sailing all around. Strangely enough, not one of you are affected. And as this swirling dissipates, parts of her scales getting pulled up into the air and flung all around, her skeleton being torn apart into bones and ash. You guys all, from a surge of life energy, gain the benefit of a long rest. And level up.
And level up.
Nice.
Hot diggity dildo.
Yeah, so this is the killing of an adult dragon table. He rolled a 5.
Rad.
How bad was everything else?
Could have been way worse.
Yeah.
Could have been way worse.
Yeah, I was like, oh no,
Not that one, not that one, not that one. So, hold on a second.
Rad, y'all. I could use that.
Yeah, so you guys gain the benefits of a long rest.
I can turn into a turtle again. I burned both my uses, so I couldn't get out of here.
That didn't quite the pickle.
Well, now we can just walk out the front door.
Yeah.
Also true.
That's
You know, once the long night's gone.
Can we get to the front door?
It's kind of wedged in.
As you guys are all kind of like looking around, like, oh, I feel great. The rest of the rocks from the dome begin to fall. I need you to give me... What's up? I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw. And unless you head down the stairs, it's quite likely you'll be buried.
Okay.
Buried.
Is it at advantage or disadvantage? Or is it flat?
It's flat. I mean, it's just a regular roll.
Okay. I fail.
Okay. Did you use your bardic inspiration?
I did.
Okay.
He rolled
So it's
a
a deck save at that?
That's
Or
what
I
no?
have inspiration.
What's your total?
Can I use it?
Yeah.
Right? I can use it in this
Yeah, certainly.
roll? Yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
Total-
take inspiration, my friend.
Total still would have been a fail. That's
Well,
plus 3.
You don't know.
That was 6.
You're dead.
Oh yeah, maybe. Josh is giving you his inspiration. Though.
Okay.
Great.
Oh.
That's not as good.
So your total's a 6?
My total is a 6.
I'm going to Flash of Genius you.
which
just got.
that you just got.
Sure did.
What does that do?
Plus 5.
Brain blast.
It's plus 5 and up.
Avoid the rocks, so that's an
so
11.
what's the total?
11.
11.
That is good.
If not,
I rolled an 11.
because if not, there's something I can do.
He's going to take damage either way. What are you going to do?
I don't care if he takes damage. I just don't want him to be buried.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just trying to get him away.
Depends. What's your total hit?
'Cause
You got a long rest. Your full hit points.
Oh, yeah.
He would have had to have like under 10
Okay.
roll get
I
buried
have inspiration. I could just give him one more chance. But
if you want.
no, not if he's as long as he's not
Yeah,
going to be buried.
why would I
forever
give him
stuck.
another chance?
You never know.
Give him a little bit of character.
He's still raging. So
27 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 14.
Oh, yeah.
You are not buried, and as you kind of pass through, the like sliding over the point where the spores were starting to block and bloom up the entrance of the stairway, you slide, and as you do, you guys are in pitch black darkness.
So there's no way back up.
Not an easy one
Okay.
that you can tell, but
Excavate an entire dome.
here you are, buried within the ruined rubble of the lair of Limerith. And that's where we're going to end our session.
That's a good stopping point, dang. Sheesh. Holy
I wasn't expecting you guys to kill her.
Yeah.
Nope.
I wasn't expecting
Well, that's why the
to
dragon was
kill
like,
her.
"Run! It's not the time. Now it's the time."
Now is the time! Like, literally, because that's
Okay,
the
I
thing
guess
is,
it's the time.
the intuition is just like, wait for the perfect moment to strike. Stunned, blinded, low health, like,
Stuck in a tunnel.
bleeding.
Speaking of bleeding, is there still dragon blood on my dagger?
Uh-huh, yeah.
All right, I captured it in one of my little empty alchemy bottles.
Okay, we'll revisit that next session.
I just want to forget.
Do you guys want to know the thing that I forgot to tell you guys, and I was going to tell you till after session?
Yes.
You should have been using layer actions the entire time.
Yep, that's fast.
I'll just add that
means-
sauce to something else at some point.
Oh, good.
Oh, yeah,
You mean way more attacks?
maybe. Who knows?
But that's what layer actions means.
No,
Oh.
not
Well,
necessarily.
because we were in her lair, right?
Mhm,
I'm not like lair.
Layer.
Yes.
at
Yes.
first I
I
was
made
like
the same mistake.
So there's a lot.
stacks of actions. That's stupid.
Layered
Uh,
actions.
It's
Oh,
not
God.
super metagamey to tell you like any like very powerful creature that has its own domicile that it protects. Like they typically fortify it with extra things to help them in danger.
Hear me out.
Uh-huh.
Stack didn't do anything.
That's true.
So he took all the layer
That's
actions. the whole
balanced.
time.
You know what? This is what I'm going to say. So one of the possible layer actions for like an electricity-based dragon is like she could just shock all the metal in the room. I'm going to say that Stack was like conducting all that electricity. Like he was just like,
And that's why he was just rolling down the stairs because he was like half fried from electricity.
no, you guys find it. He gets the benefits of the long rest, but by the time you find him, like his eyes that are normally like pale green when they're lit and like dim when they're off or whatever, they're just kind of like going in little circles like this, and he's like,
Rebooting.
okay, guys. Well, that was a fun game of Scales of Fate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were all sweating, metaphorically, literally.
I really thought that was going to be a TPK.
I really thought everyone but me was gonna die.
That land shark thing was put in work.
Yeah. That bullet is the.
Listen, the dice were
VIP.
y'all's friends tonight. I'll tell you. Okay, well, enough of that. Thank you guys so much for watching Scales of Fate. I hope you guys enjoyed. We're going to go ahead and head out, but we love y'all, and we'll see y'all